I don't come. I don't come. Hello, TikTok. Baby, she could have done it out of being helpful. But now waiting, I see. Hello, everyone, and welcome to my live. Hi, guys. How are you doing? It's been a while. Okay, let me pin this to my cloth so you people can hear me very well. Hear me now? Like reggae musician said. Hear me now? All right, so the story is a very strange story. They say allegedly, you can find it on Sahara Reporters, say one Abuja pastor, where they call Amos Isah, they say he has been held by police. The police arrest him. On top, say he go Gbolahan 14-year Pikin. Say he want to. Somebody said, nice of you to be part of Honest Bunch. The show will be fire. Amen, amen, amen. We look forward to that. So, all right. So, there's so many things I want to talk about this. First of all, they no say he Gbolahan the girl. They say he force am Gbolahan. That's the first part. You see, when Pikin na 14-year-old, even if the Pikin come meet you, carry money come, say, na 2 million naira be this, I beg Gbolahan me. You cannot Gbolahan anybody in Nigeria where they less than 18 years old. No matter, even if na she carry money come, beg you, say, please, I use God name, beg you. Bench me. Banshaga me. Take 2 million naira. If you do am, na still force. That one way, that fruit where they call grape, now you do so. Whether she grill or she not grill, nasty grapefruit. Hello. Now, Dana say she grill, then say you can't force am. According to the story, na babanla effort. Say you can't still force am. Now, according to the story we heard, they say the girl get 2 boyfriends where she dey bench regularly at 14. How do we raise this kind of children? No, they say when they reach there, they no fit see sign of say they force and bench, because everywhere don trailer, where trailer they pass, where okada they pass, where keke marwa they pass. How they want know say small tricycle come pass there? How they want take know? That's according to the hospital. They said they could not really determine whether there was any type of force, because there's a road don't open tail. So this not be this coastal highway where they talk saying at 30 kilometers now. So this one like 200 kilometers, they don't open and go. The first person we don't open and don't reach where they go since. So there's a lot that we have to say about this. First of all, personally, I think anybody will like small pikin. Especially, you see, if you be 30 years old and you dey chase 17-year-old, no be say e good, but person still fit understand. Once you don't cross 40 something, you get no business with anybody under 25. You get no business as a 40 something year old. Make I even look the age of the man. They say they no police no release am, say e still dey there. Oh. E still dey Galu. Please, what's the man's age? Oh? Wey 14-year-old dey hungry you. Forget the teenager. The teenagers now olori buruku they be. Leave them, we go can't deal with them. But waiting they hungry, not even 18, not even 17 or 16. But our 14-year-old body never form. Oh. It be like saying they chop bread wey never rise. The guy na 51 years. 51 years old man. They bench 14. They can't say hey, they want to check whether na force or there's no such thing as force with 14. I tell you, say, if she carry money, come give you, say, please bench me, oh ye man of God, and you bench am na grapefruit. Allegedly. But if matter no day, why is he still in police station? If evidence no day, we tie him. Why is he still in police station? It is called statutory. Then you now add the grapefruit juice to ram. Make una dey decode me, una get sense. Show mali na bon mali ni abe shori buruku ni. Abi ya yin fe aye ya yin fe baje ni. E ma ronu, make una dey think. This is what they tell you. Make una dey decode am. Man of God, they carry anointed Gbolahan. Rod of Moses, they take part Red Sea for small pikin. Baba, just pray, say you dey innocent you. Toraye ya ema baje ni o. This one, you never know wetin you enter o. This one, aye ya ema baje ni. Just pray, say you dey innocent. Just pray, say they clear you. Because I know what a 14-year-old is. And I can assure you that nobody above 18 has any right to engage in any form of behavioral pattern with a 14-year-old. Is either you are unwell or you are sick, or the two combined. Now I want us to talk about the 14-year-old. We get two boyfriends where she dey bench. If you are the father and the mother of this 14-year-old, where at 14 she get two men where she dey bench. Olori buruku ni olori buruku oloshiya ati baba. O ye kan tin mole ni, o ye kan na yin pa ni. You get 14-year-old for Pikin for house. At 14, your Pikin get, no be say one person dey bench am. No be say by mistake they bench. Baba, anything fit happen. Baba, I don't want to talk about, I say I'm with pride. I have, my youngest daughter is 18 years old. My oldest daughter is 23. I can brag here. Say, they are well brought up. And I can brag, say, you cannot call me. And unless you want frame the Pikin, say, my Pikin get bad reputation for benching. And I mean the Antichrist too. I get 23-year-old, I get 21-year-old, and I get 18-year-old. And I know how we raise them. None of them get bad reputation with man. None of them. Somebody says sometimes not the fault of the parents. It is the fault of the parents. Anything that happens to a minor is your fault. How can you say it's not the fault? So who is the fault? Or is Tinubu's fault? Okay, President Tinubu, they are blaming you for a 14-year-old where they bench up and down. It's your fault. Anything that happens to a child under 18 is your fault. Let me tell you, in a civilized world, in my mother's country, Romania, if my Pikin carry my motor, go drive with him friends, they can't get accident, the friend can't buy, and they follow them go to jail. Unless the Pikin is above 18. I know people where their papa don't go jail because their papa their house they sleep. Pikin go carry car, go club. They can't they speed. They can't get accident. The person where they inside can't buy. The papa go jail 3 years. For Romania, I don't see where they play with not real GUNO. Those ones where if you SHOT am to door, it go gum door. Now so the guy point am, now he go hit another Pikin eye. The papa go jail. The papa go jail. How can you tell me that person we talk say is not the parents' fault? Bring your chick here, collect slap. Everybody donate one slap, give him. No go better for your papa. Collect one slap from everybody. 219 people are watching now. 30 page, that hand where you used to type am. Just say I put my face here. Everybody, one slap. I not talk again unless he collect this slap. Donate slap, give him, make it get sense. Ele Nigbon. Eba mi set yi Igbaju Oloyi. Thank you. Now so we go to treat F up now. Baba, do you know how afraid I was when I had 14-year-old? All these children were don't grow. They were all 14 at one time in my house. Oh. And 14-year-old Pikin, they misbehave. I remember one of my daughters, you see, when woman begin to enter that age where she don't notice, say, she get one part of her body where they tingle am. And then they get another species where they call man. Say, he get waiting that he use take tingle her own. That's the deadliest part of raising them. That's the deadliest part of raising small Pikin. We went through it. We fight. You go through. Listen. If you are a parent, you know they collect. You know sit yourself, sit down there, open your phone. You are useless. You carry phone, give small Pikin. You know sit down with the small Pikin, say, oh yeah, open your phone. At least until they are 21. Abroad 18. Niger 21. Me, I've even call my 20. The one where don't pass 21 say, open that phone. Or BI or she phone near you. How is it not our fault? Children are garbage in, garbage out. I know what I went through trying to make sure that these children no go wayward. And you see inside, God hand today inside, I no go lie. Because me, I wanted all my children to go to federal universities. Why? Because I wanted them to learn that hustle. I don't want Pikin we go mumu. Forget all this private uni. All my children will go private uni. Just not say now because they're not fit enter federal. But you see, you get one of my Pikin way for go federal, but we not choose federal as first choice because we're afraid that the Pikin no go make the cutoff. So we now went to choose private. The Pikin come make the cutoff. But the university, they agree second choice. Most Nigerian universities don't take second choice. That was the only one that it now tied, because I really wanted them to go to federal uni. It tied my hands. But we had no choice. We had to send her off. I thank God every day that she went to private uni. Because now my mama university, she can't go. My mama can't sit down with her. The way my mama they sit down with me those days, that's why my mama can't sit down with her. By the time we deal with her for house, my mama deal with her for school, I swear to God, she came out a fantastic product. Don't be say we're not quarrel, the whole school we're not quarrel from beginning to the end. But at the end of the day, she now understood why we're doing certain things, and we too now understood, say children, they're different, and we begin to work with the other ones. Even after 18, between 18 and 21, you are still responsible for the decisions your parents make. If I find out, say, my 18-year-old Pikin get boyfriend will be 21 or 22-year-old, and they steady relationship, and they bench, I no go do am anything. I no go do am anything. I no go quarrel. As long as my own is, you are not hopping around, and they are not benching you and giving you things. That's why I make sure I give my children, I don't allow my children to enter public transport. Me, as you see me, so they enter Uber. And my children, they enter Uber. But say, my children sometimes they come to say, why you not allow us enter bus? Bus is cheaper. I say, no. I don't want to hear story. Sometimes my children go sneak. If you give them money, they go and save some of the money. They'll come and try enter bus. Baba, we catch them like it's a fire. So we take good care of our children. If you see me, they go hotel and they carry my children. Once in a while, I go say, okay, you know what? This trip now for me and mom, now your mama. If I they go restaurant, I they carry them for body. Sometimes they go even bring their friends. I carry all of them, go. I allow my children to bring their, especially the older ones. Sometimes I go even, let me tell you, some of my children's friends, I like them. So when my children bring them over, sometimes my children now let them go home. Me, I'll come ask, I say, where's your friend? She asked, why? What's happened? So I encourage, I'm friends with their friends. I encourage them to bring their friends home. Their friends, they come, they go chop with us, they go live. If any of my child friends that we know can show up at our house any day and stay for 3 months. We want to know their friends. Any of my children's friends. The only thing I need you to do, just respect me enough and ask and tell me that my friend is coming. That's all. But it gets some days where if it be emergency, NSAS happen, your friend, they go house. She not feel reach house. She just branch, enter your house. Until that NSAS finish, she go stay in your house. That one are normal. But normal, my friend's coming. How long does she want to stay for? She wants to stay for 2 weeks. Fantastic. Stays for 2 weeks. Sometimes now my friend, my children, I ain't go tire for their own friends. We feed them, we make the house convenient and comfortable for them. So there's nothing my children are looking for outside. My daughter, when she first turned 18, the latest iPhone 11, now in the rain that year, I buy them. The same iPhone 11 I made they use that year, now I buy for my Pikin. When my daughter turned 21, I bought her the latest iPhone 14 Pro, not just regular 14, 14 Pro. No, 15 Pro. No, sorry, 14 Pro. 14 Pro. You understand what I tell you? My wife is in charge of their shopping, and they always shop abroad. They go online, they select what they want to select, send my wife the bill, my wife will sort them out. But their phones. Now, when my last daughter, my daughter that just turned 21, Amarachi, I bought her the exact phone I'm using. This phone, 16 Pro, brand new, with 2 years warranty. I don't even buy them used. as she turned 21. And everybody was saying, why do you buy a phone of nearly 2 million naira for a 21-year-old? I say, if I not buy a man, go buy him for him. Man, no use poverty. My wife either gives her wigs to them or buys them their wigs. Because if you not do them, man go do them. I protect my children from the stupidity of religion. Very important. You see, for you to be able to guide your children from the foolishness of religion means you have to be a priest over your own home. As long as you are outsourcing religion to give your children, because we cannot run away from the fact, say the parents carry the pikin, go pastor for prayer, pastor begin Gbolahan allegedly. No pastor fit Gbolahan my pikin, because I'm the pastor over my children. Somebody say, for we who no get money in call. If you don't get money enough, you read Bible. What has money got to do with it? The free nation is teaching you to be a priest over your home. That is why we are doing away with all this need for church up and down. One pastor wake up the other day. This pastor like to dress like clown and talk like clown. As in your family like to dress like clown. And they look them, all of them. They look like like a whole circus. The guy is saying, no need for people to come physical church. I said, what? Now, so the tithes is hit to now. Because when people dey house, you know, say when you dey physical church, they pass you basket. You not put anything inside, your neighbor, they look you. Shame go make you put. If you dey house, offering time, you just tune to MTV base. When they are done now, and tell me what you think. YouTube people, can you see me? Can you see me? This is so sad. I lost 100 viewers on YouTube because of IPNX, and they say make I no shake. You know go better for una. Anything where una lay una hand on no go work. As you dey frustrate my life now, so God go continue to dey frustrate una family. I had 250 people watching me on YouTube. It has dropped to 140 because of this IPNX people and their nonsense network. Can you now see me on YouTube? And once it trips like that, as in other sites can handle the network. Once it just rolls like that, finish is off. Okay, they can see me back on YouTube. Let me share the link on my. Okay, welcome back. Okay, thank you guys for YouTube. Thank you. Please share the link on YouTube. Let's get our people back. I don't like talking twice because somebody will now come and say, Daddy Freeze, I was listening to you. What exactly are you saying? It's so frustrating. So forgive me, guys. I just want to share. I want to share the link. Okay, yes, it's rising back again. Live. I'm sharing the live. How come I can't see this YouTube live? Where? Oh, 1 second, guys. I'm coming right back. Okay, share. Share live. Copy link. Okay, so I'm sharing it to my WhatsApp channel. I'm sharing it to my WhatsApp channel, and there we go. Okay. All right, so welcome back, everybody. Please share the link if you can. Share the video. Go to your comments and just share the live video with everybody. Let's get more people in the house. Network is already annoying. Share it to somebody that is your person. If they are around, they can come and watch us. I never used to do this, but I think it's nice so we can have people in the house. Okay. Alrighty. So I don't share them. Okay, welcome back, guys. So should be back now. I just refreshed it so it will come back. If you don't drop. My 21-year-old can tell me that, you know what, I want to go to a party and this is the address and I'm going to come back at 3 a.m. Because I know that by 21, she has formed. She can do anything she wants to. But the way we raised her by 21, and we did not raise them, I did not raise my children with church. We used to take them to church when they were small. They didn't like it. And as a matter of fact, I know that there's nothing you want to learn inside church. It does not exist. You are taking your child to church, you are just taking your child for indoctrination. Someone say, take them to church and when they grow up, they will choose. I say, instead, leave them. When they grow up, let them choose. Once you take them to church, you've given them foundation for stupidity. You, as a man, need to be the priest in your home. Stop outsourcing your job to a pastor that is just going to milk your finances and wind your children up. One person don't paste account number. By rapture. All of them posting their account numbers. Please ignore them. So why am I saying what I'm saying? Because one of the biggest problems I had growing up was the way our parents forced religion down our throats. They used to beat us to pray. As in, pray. You go flog me because I don't want to pray. You go flog me. And you think, say, when I grow, I go pray that prayer where you flog me to pray. How many of the things that my father flogged me to do as a child do I still do today? None. I did it while I was in his house. Even when I still stay in house, as I don't begin the tall rich arm, I don't begin the big rich arm, and I don't begin the stubborn rich arm, and my mouth sharp like a mouth. About everybody begin train themselves. As my papa they raised me, and so me too I they raise my papa. My father is well brought up by me. Just the way me too I'm well brought up by my father. He get things where the upbringing where I give my papa, go let him do am. Normal, my papa go like to disgrace you for public. He do am one day, waiting I do am for in life, you not forget him, you not try him again. That's good upbringing. You see, when you're talking of good upbringing, as parents, they bring up children too, they bring up parents. So if you not train your papa well, they will help you train them outside. Papa where they train well, he get waiting, no go talk. My papa no if he see girl with the waka with short dress. If he gist with me, if he say, this girl dress, which kind of dressing with this, me will laugh. But he gets some parents where they not train well, we go call another man Pikin for outside. Come tell and say, why you dress like this? I did airport one day for Turkey, I did wait to come Nigeria. I just stand, I did press my phone. 9-1 woman with her Pikin day there. I've been noticing you have been on your phone since morning. I don't notice in our parents where they're not trained. Now I say, what will you have me do? Be on your phone? If you want me, you can give me your own phone. Let me be on it. She looked me. But why are you on your phone all the time? I said, madam, have you asked me the work I do? It's not everybody that is selling tomato in the market. My work is, you don't understand. 100% of my work is on the phone. I'm trying to think, baby, when I attend meetings, even then, is it I'm jotting on the phone or I'm recording something on the phone? As in, I can say 99% of my work is phone. Everything down to my invoice. When I tell you I'm doing invoices, I'm doing it on my phone. See, I have phones. I'm surrounded by phones. I'm broadcasting on 4 phones, and these are another 3 phones. This is iPhone 15, this is iPhone 16, this is the latest Samsung Galaxy 6. And there are still other phones, because if any of these phones go down now, another phone will replace them. Now. So if you see me carrying 9 phones, it can never make sense to you. Because your own phone now to go they use, take comment for celebrity blog, they call celebrity way senior your papa. Somebody say, why will you buy an iPhone 16 for 2 million naira? The money where I don't make with my iPhone 16 where I buy for 2 million naira, it don't pass times 100 of that money. But you will buy your own to pose. Me and you are not in the same level. Phone na water. Phone na water. Agu Machiavelli said, you like bragging, my brother. Call it bragging, call it Lucy, call it Fred, whatever it is you want to call it. I am talking, and if you don't like me talking, can you log off? Log out. Log out. Because if your mother was well brought up, for that roadside where she stand for Allen Avenue, she go learn some respect, can't teach you for house. I like bragging. So why are you watching a bragging man? Can you go and watch somebody that doesn't brag? Because me, I will brag and give you anything I want to say. I will say it is my platform. I don't remember coming to borrow money from your father to open the platform, or begging your father to come and support me with the platform. So if you don't like me bragging, please leave. I want to start now. I want to start to brag now. Now brag, I won't brag now. Early in the afternoon on a Wednesday, you decide to be unfortunate. People are here to learn. You are talking nonsense. Someone say, I mean to say Z Fold 7. Whatever fold it is, the latest one, there's no one after it. Talk again. Like I drag you. I'm in the mood. Because it's people like you that raise useless children and throw them in the street for us to come and deal with. Useless parents raising useless children. So back to what I was saying. When a parent is useless, it's evidence of poor home training from their children. As a day like this, my children too, they train me. Get things where I go do, my children go tell me, say, this thing where you do not make sense. And you get the way I go behave to my children, they go disgrace me. You get the way I go behave to them, where no good, they go correct me. You get the way, you see, there are 2 ways to correct your children and your parents. There is the correction out of love, and there is disgrace. It goes both ways. It goes, my father learned this thing the hard way. As one day, my uncle, they date one nurse for my papa hospital. And me too, I like the nurse. That they call the nurse Dio. The nurse na fine girl, yellow. That time, if I say I'm now, she feel not fine. But that year, she fine for my eye. Local small boy for Arimo. So, I don't know, say my uncle did there. Me, I just, the girl senior me with like 5-6 years. She senior me well. But you know, when you are 17, everybody around you go they throw to. You go they hungry you to bench. 17, 18, I be the worst year for man life. But if they give you fun, you feel bench am. So, this girl come yellow. You understand? Come nice. So, one day was Christmas, New Year's Eve. Happy birthday to Sama baby. Oh, I never put Sama. Send me picture for my WhatsApp. Make I post. I beg, not send me the one where you bend, go one side. You know those kind of hair. Just send me normal picture where you wear like. As a man of God, just send me normal picture. Make I feel post. Happy birthday, oh, Sama baby. Oh, Sama baby is my most. How do I put it? Supportive person. Church, oh, live, or anything where they do. Sama they chook mouth. So, where was I? I was saying something before I remembered Samaria's birthday. You get the one with my popsy they date, not be that one. This one and my uncle they date. I found out later. The one where my papa they date, we know. My papa, we know. This particular girl, now my uncle they date him. If my papa girlfriend throw to me at 17, I was completely useless. At 17, I was completely useless. The only person I know if he date now my mama or my sisters. But say my papa babe. Sarah knew if she crossed me at 17, 18. If she crossed me and she fine, Sarah. So this particular girl, at that time, she was new in my father's hospital. And my father's hospital and the house were in the same building. So it was New Year's Eve. You understand? So my father wanted to light banger, knockout, firecrackers. So my father now told me to go into the house and bring matches. So I was in the house looking for them. I don't come quickly see the matches. So he can't send Dio, the nurse, say, may she go house, go call me. So she was coming on the hallway, and it took a while before I found the matches. I finally found the matches. So I was coming, as in I just opened the door. She was on the hallway. I just met her like this. I just looked into her eyes. I just introduced myself in French. Je t'aime. Monsieur, je suis, je t'aime. Now our lip lock. Baba, now we kiss. But at the fear that time I small. And she kissed me back. So, someone say firecrackers, anything one call it. We call them banger for Nigeria. So, we can't go. So since that time, I don't get the girl from mind. One day, I go buy am perfume. I saw an empty perfume bottle. I can't spray my papa perfume inside. Spray and spray and spray and spray and spray and spray. I want to lock him back. Can't go give. Papa myself they try you. Now so I go give her. So I don't know say. Be like say she they tell my uncle they tell my papa. Now so one day. I just F up my normal F ups, those my regular F up behaviors. I just F up. So my papa can't tear me like 2 slaps for court. Now in normal way, my papa no be that kind of person where they reach house go discipline you for that public where you did. So now so my papa just issue 2 slaps. Okay, you don't give me slap. People they pass, but they never many. Make I go now. My papa can't tell me, say, my papa can't say, make I kneel down and raise up my hand. I kneel down, I raise up my hand. So when I kneel down, they raise up my hand. It's like every punishment he gave me, I was doing it. But he don't just happy say he never punished me rich. He can't say, as I kneel down and raise my hand like that, make I begin to use my knees, they waka go meet Dio. Go talk, tell her waiting I do. Hey, you beat me. I no talk. You slap me, I no talk. You say make I kneel down, I kneel down. You can raise up my hand, I raise up my hand, I no talk. You can't say make I use knee. Go meet babe with me and I'm done kiss. Go report myself. As in, why are you so bent on wrecking my reputation? So I can't do that, they beg him. You understand? Say, Baba, no do like this now. Baba, you won't fuck me up with this. But I say, I get the way they talk and say, Baba, gentle, Baba, no, Baba, kilo day, kilo leto lei. Please. You know, at this time, I might be nothing where I know use beggar. Baba say, if I no go, say go, I go come waka small with me. I go look and say, why I go use my leg, my hand, go mess myself up in front of babe? Why this man wicked to me like this? Almost as I not greedy. Next thing the papa go bring cane in you. Come begin to flog me. People come gather. And you say, I ghetto with they live. Now so everybody come gather. They say, one neighbor. Say that they flog Oyinbo. Hey! One of my friends, Shakiru, he come meet me. After. He say, tell your papa, say, if he won't beat you, make he carry you inside, go beat. Say, as in, my friends were embarrassed on my behalf. Say, how they go to flog grown man for public? Shakiru can't tell me, and Shakiru is time I say, Thomas no you understand? Say, you know good man they beat you for public. I just they look Shakiru say, this one now I need down collect. Now the last, my pan, I tell Shakiru say, make you no worry. So my pan no go beat me for public again. Shakiru say, I still don't tell me. He believes say, waiting I tell him. Waiting tell me now I go do. You know say I don't get them for mind. The next time when my papa try, I just run come out, can't stand from far. come begin to curse my papa, tell everybody all the things, all the bad things my papa they do for us. Those people we gather to flog me for, I begin to report my papa, give them. I tell them this one. If I tell you the things, I go enter trouble. So I don't go tell. I shall begin to report my papa. All those things where I know say go pay them. I begin to tell the crowd where he gather for me. Hey, I know say go buy me that day. But my mission is this thing where you do. As you like to flog me for public, I must give you home training so that you will not try it again. If not, you will go and feel like a G outside and they will train you for me. Let me train you myself. On lo moto aba konle wa konta. Obita aba konle wa konta. That's why I gather every body where my papa gather to flog me for. My papa go vex, my papa go come chase me. As he chase my papa like this, my papa go run, go down, I'll say, they go clap. Omo, now give my papa full-blown circus. My papa don't know wetin hit am. I know say that day, say, they go flog me, like say I go buy. So the thing be say, I no go enter house tonight. And as they enter that house, now to go buy. Because I know, say, that flogging. But by 12 minutes, who they won't gather? Say, you go beat me, Abi, and you go beat me inside house. If you like, come out all my clothes. Nobody go there to watch. Now that they are watching, I will give them a show. Baba. By the time I do am for my part the third time, the fourth time when I won't do am, as my mom beat me, don't remember me, hold on. As I run, now my uncle run, my papa say, leave am oh. My uncle won't run, follow me. My papa say, leave am. Hey, don't worry, just be going. Anywhere you want to go, be going. My papa don't see, say the crowd won't begin to and for hood to gather crowd na 3 minutes. Anything could, because DSTV no day, light no day. Our Netflix now interactive. As they watch the Netflix, you never see Netflix where you put your face, you go collect slap. Now so hood be. Hood, Papa, we not get light 6 months and you know they boring. My papa put bench for front of a hospital upstairs. Go just sit down there. Boss they go. Before you know a door of boss for jam person, they don't begin fight. From where you did there, you go they settle the fire. No, that person. You go they interact with the Netflix. You will come down, join inside the fight, finish, go back upstairs, continue to watch. Say you did hood for 3 hours, nothing happened. You did the wrong hood. Hood na per second billing. So as my papa don't decide, say na me and now one act series for my neighbors. I don't tell her say me na he want be the boss, make me I be. He want make me I be the boss, make him be the actor. I turn myself to actor, him become boss inside the own series. Now I realize, say, this one no work. I swear to God, till I come out from my papa house, my papa not slap me for public again. He not try am again. No matter in vexation, he dey calm because he know say he go vex and he go collect disgrace join the vex. So he go quiet. Then normally my papa's strategy for beating now be say he no go talk and go do like say everything dey okay. I go into that house, go all lock the door, throw out the key, can't remain me and go come nearly by me. That one I don't mind. As long as then they beat me, you go to use small tone. You not talk outside because you don't want to make anybody here say, they don't beat that guy, give me that guy. Because people enjoy this series. Now, very entertaining series. Even if they beat me, I manage to run outside and people don't gather there, I go give them my side of the story. They go laugh. I know say as I be crack people up. So when you say a parent, as a parent, it is your responsibility to raise your children. If not, your children will raise you. One of the things I had a problem with my parents, especially my mother would not want to disgrace you outside. My mother want to think of, okay, this is my son where they misbehave. What do I do? My mother was more of a curative, responsive. Okay, oh wow, how do we sort this out? Instead of trying to use it to do ego. Religion. Did you always force us those days? It's not about, yes, every family must have some religious beliefs that they hand over to their children. Understandable. in agreement. But it makes zero sense when it becomes so forceful, because at the end of the day, your children, when did they flog me? My mama won't talk. Mama go dey inside house. Go leave. She go leave me with my papa. You go leave me with my papa. So what am I trying to say at the end of the day? Parents need to be raised by children, and children need to be responsive towards their parents need to be responsive towards their children. Now there is the last born concept. When interviewing Victor, me, I believe that 3 children is a luxury. If you don't have money, you can't have 3 children. If you never buy car, buy house, if you never reach somewhere for your life where makes sense, you're not supposed to get 3rd child. Personally, I will not have a 3rd child until I have a Benz. I know why I'm saying this, because children are expensive to raise. But then Victor Osimhen was on my live and told me his story of how he was the 7th child born into poverty, and then he became the pillar upon which his family rests. And I had a rethink about it. I was in the shower earlier on today, and I was thinking about it that could my idea be wrong? Victor Osimhen was born as 7th child. There was no money, and he still ended up doing very well. E-Money was also like 6th or 7th child, ended up doing well and becoming, what did you say? Okay, So E-Money also was last born and is also doing very well. But I thought about it. Before you will find one Victor Osimhen, before you go find one E-Money, will be last born, will do well. The typical last born is the problem that the rest of the children of the family go they solve in poverty. Because let me tell you, firstborn, the parents, they always, now their first child, parents get time for firstborn. The kind of time my parents had for me, and the kind of time I have for my firstborn children, I don't have it for baby freeze. And my parents don't have it for my lastborn. So my lastborn, the luck my lastborn had was, she was handed over to my second to the lastborn that was a genius in school. The one that ended up becoming a medical doctor and works with the NHS. So she was properly guided. But you see, when you leave children for their siblings to raise, because you don't they old, they always end well. They always end well. So there is a problem that we can identify as the last born syndrome. My love, please help me warm that issue on top of that thing. Please don't be angry. What happened? All banks. What main bank is that? How much is the Uber? Okay, come and type it here. I'll open my app for you. You don't have his account details, then you are not sure. I want to help you. So I'll just remove it from the money I'm owing you. Oh yeah. Sorry, my Pikin Uber don't. What bank does he use? Okay, just type select bank. You know how to use Zenith app. Just type select bank and put his account. Make sure the money is complete. Do not go dash person my money. Someone say ECU for this word. I celebrate your grace. Now the ECU way we chop remain for Victor. We come yesterday, and I'm not eating anything the whole day. All I've eaten the whole day is nuts and chocolates. So, where was I before I was rudely interrupted? I am last born. I was raised by my sisters. God bless you. So there's always the tendency for parents to neglect their children. Let me now tell you something here. Pregnancy is difficult. There's a statement. It's a bit of a crude and raw statement. in Yoruba is a hood thing that they yarn. They say, kò sí bí orí Gbolahan ṣe lè tóbi tó kò lè torí ọmọ. Now, nonsense yarn. No matter how big the head of your amu is, it can never be as big as the head of a child. See, I get big Gbolahan, big cassava. Know how your cassava big reach, nothing near head of Pikin. Hello, am I communicating? Inside that thing, there is a proverb. And the proverb is, prevention is better than cure. That no matter how big you think the problem that the Gbolahan is bringing you, put it there now. Type it there. Just type it there. I don't know if I'm making sense to you. So no matter how big the head of Gbolahan is, it can never be as big as the head of Pikin. No matter how much the initial problem will look big to you, the problem that is coming is bigger than it. So when some people say, I get pregnant, I cannot remove it, blah, 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 blah. Giving birth to the child is the beginning of the problem. Bele is the beginning of the problem. Did his name come up? That's his name, Abi?
Yes, that's so.
All right. Uber, Abi?
Yes.
So send me list minus this. It has gone. I'll forward you the receipt. Or take a picture of my phone. Yeah. And go and warm that thing for me. So, when a woman gets pregnant, she says, if I give birth, I will have the baby. Having the baby is the beginning of the problem. You're welcome, my love. Help me put it in a plate and bring it. Having the baby. Pop my money gun if you are getting some wisdom today. If you are learning something, pop my money gun. If you are watching on YouTube, super chat, super stickers, and super likes. Pop my money gun if you're watching on TikTok. Oh my baby, I have like 300 people on Instagram, 300 people on YouTube, 100 and something people on TikTok, 100 and something people on Facebook. Today is a good day. People are learning today. So when a woman says, I no go comot the belle, she be not just to born the Pikin. Baba, belle, as belle, all of you will see belle, you see it's a problem. Belle will stop you from being fully active. Belle will affect your life. You will gain weight. You will gain stretch marks. Many things will do you. Say you carry belle. Belle is just the beginning of the problem. Problem number 2 to born is one of the most painful things a woman can go through in her life. Say make Pikin we get big head come out from inside. Quick. Ugu Amefule. God bless you. Thank you so much for your gift. So say you born. Now another problem. You get what I tell you. The third problem. Now say you go give Pikin Bobby, you go change diaper, you go raise the Pikin is useless till they are 3 years old. You are responsible for their sleeping, they are waking up, they are feeding, they are bathing. They can't do anything for themselves for the first 3 years. After 3 years, you now start to get small relief because you can, at least they can tell you, my head. Normally, if you go, you go know waiting happen. At least once Pikin, by the time Pikin don't they reach 7, 8, 9, they don't they useful. But that first stage, that first 5 years of Pikin, it go scatter your life completely. So getting pregnant and keeping a pregnancy is not that I don't. Are you ready to sacrifice 5 years of your life to a child that is going to depend on you for the first 5 years? As a woman, do you have a man? As you see Wale King like this, the other day Wale was with us. Wale, where are you going? Carry children for back of car. We had to remove him because the topic was not good for children. He was going to pick his children from school. Sometimes Wale go carry children go school. Sometimes the wife go pick them. Sometimes the wife go carry them. Wale go pick them. Only you. I will not remove a child. I will not remove a child. I will not remove. Sometimes you are doing yourself and the child a disservice by keeping a child that has no business coming into this world. Before you go see one e-money, we make am. You go see enough children where nobody get waiting to do with them. Now, I no one come out Pikin. I no one come out Pikin. You now bring a child into a world of abuse. You bring a child that by the time the child attains puberty, the child is already DAMAGED. Boom. Every child is going to go through one or two types of trauma. You cannot take it away. I don't know, is this thing on? Okay. You cannot take it away. But you see, there are some situations where they hustle. You know one, you say, if I come out belle, na sin. If I come out, Baba, if you bring a child to the world and there's nothing you are going to feed this child, and this child is going to suffer, and they are going to, you don't have time. You see, children need time. That is why abroad, no matter how busy you are, you must take care of that child, or they go collect that child for your hand. No matter how busy. In Nigeria, you go leave the Pikin where you go hustle your own, come back, come meet the Pikin where you live am. Area people go, they help you, they take care of them. Inside, one uncle go put hand where no supposed put hand. So the parents of this child, pop my money gun. If you are learning something, I'll switch off TikTok. I'm angry. If you are watching on YouTube, super chat, super stickers, and super likes. So sometimes you carry these children and believe that by projecting a religious message into their lives, they will be fixed. Do you know how many people I know? Their first ABUSE came from church. Either choir master, elder in church, somebody trusted by a religious system. Half of them now pastor. Because why would this child, and it cannot be the first, you cannot tell me say not the first. Even though this is alleged, we are still investigating this. You cannot tell me that this is the first. Somebody said only God knows what useless uncles have done to some people. Baba, you have no idea. So, why am I saying all this? You cannot say, you see, that's the problem. Sometimes, now, if you have 7 children and you have an 8th one, you already have a structure. Like Baby Freeze. Baby Freeze was raised more by his sisters than by us. Because they can do his homework, they can put him on the bus in the morning. When his school bus comes to pick him, he is ready. They can arrange his food. They can help him out. When he's playing game, you see, what I used to do for them, they do for him. Normally, I would just bust their room. Hey, what are people doing? Hey, all right, everybody bring your phone. And they bust them steady. I know that one saying, you cannot, if Pikin one misbehave, they'll say, we are girls. Ooh, nothing like girl. As long as they stay in my house and you're a minor, I go bust you. That madness where you think say good, I go catch you inside. I don't get time to bust Baby Free. Baby Free is an elder sister because they are the older ones, they help me. And if they make any mistake, I fight them because hey, you guys are supposed to be in charge of him. Because I was in my first daughter, she did do jam. She did read, I did sleep. She go come read. I say, you are reading beside, because I go leave her to read. I go don't bust her room. She did do something. I go come quickly like say she did read. I say, okay, very good. Carry your book. They go. You see, when you are giving children discipline, they go hit you. She go moan and groan and shout, follow me, come my room. She go sit down for floor. I go there the bed, they look am. I go they do my work for phone. Inside, I go sleep off. If I sleep off, I wake up. She say she don't sleep. I wake up again. Yeah, continue reading that book. Now so we take do jamba and waeko. So having a child demands from you a certain level of responsibility that as a parent you must be able to give. If you are not ready to give, do you have a structure? What do you mean by a structure? Person wey get money can buy a structure. You can hire nannies. You can put CCTV camera inside your house. You can hire minders. Person wey get other children, doesn't have that much money but is not poor, has other children that they raise properly, also has a structure. You will not get money, not get pikin, you don't born pikin put for this world. Now problem you they give the pikin and yourself. Because all that time, wait, you know, pikin go first craze go, now you go can't tame am. If you are not there in that crazy period, baba, anything that pikin become for that crazy period, it they hard to come out am later in life. I don't know if I'm making sense to you. So, poor people gamble a lot, but rich people too gamble a lot. Poor people gamble and say, hey, this child that I want to have, maybe can be the next president, maybe can be the next Lionel Messi, maybe can be the best this. It's a gamble. And you might be lucky, now so they take born Balotelli. Now so they take born Messi. Now luck. No be say they plan am. But the difference between poor people and rich people is rich people take calculated risks. Poor people play lotto. Rich people don't. Dangote took a risk. He took everything he had, plus more, borrowed and invested in his refinery. Today is the richest black man alive. It's the same risk. But he did not play lotto. What poor people do is they play lotto. They go and use 1 penny or £1 to buy a ticket that can win $240 million. And then you will realize that you've been buying that thing every day. Every year you spend £365. And in 10 years, you have spent £3,665 that if you had put in Bitcoin, you probably would have had a retirement plan from it. I don't know if I'm making sense to you guys. So, I want to bring people in. I have a quick meeting. I'm still going to be here. But I want to bring people in, make them they talk. Me too, I go to talk, but I go just join the meeting for 1 year. I go to multitask because this matter is too sweet. So my question for you is today, that risk you are taking, is it a calculated risk or are you playing lottery? I'm not saying lottery no if you win. I'm not saying lottery no if you win. But what are the chances of you winning the lottery? The chances of Dangote, who has the right connect, who has the right money, who has the right network, the amount, the fact that he will make it is 50-50. The chance that you will make it with the lottery is 1 out of 2 million. So, let us begin. I want you to come and join me. I want us to talk about this pastor. Who do we blame? She na the pastor, abi na the parents, abi na the 14-year-old Pikin on top this Abuja pastor alleged benching. We've got Wale King in the building. Wale, how are you doing?
I'm fine, sir. How you doing?
I'm doing very, very well, dear brother.
Baba, you said a lot, man. And I wish, the young generations can listen. Sometimes because where we came from, they are always attributing blessings to that are not even people. From learning out here, some people choose not to even have children at all because of the burden of parenting. And some people, they will plan towards it. People get married and say, you know what, first 3 years, want to have fun. Because for women folks, having children will do a lot to you. Your body will change. Like my wife now. After my sister, yeah, she knows to get again.
That's some good news,
Like
brother.
5 years.
I heard the tail part. I said,
back.
that's some good news.
So
I heard the tail part.
Now we're talking about in an arranged situation.
Thank you very much.
Everything is right. I work, she works, we're ready, of age. Because, and again, another big problem is children bearing children. Some people are still, they don't have that mental capability to raise children. All in the name of, I don't want to offend God. You would end up offending God for not taking care of that little blessing.
God bless you, Wale.
Yeah, because by the time, and again, people can, let's say people are fortunate, like my boss. He told me he got married at the age of 33. His wife was 21 in those days, And now they did things, they had help with African grandmothers and all these people around. These days, we are fast becoming like the West. How many grandmothers did they house with their parent now? If you have that child out of wedlock, wound up being alone, and someday you would meet some, pardon my French, rascals. If it's a daughter, you are in trouble because the percentage of that child being ABUSED is like 9/10. Because, for the most part, you don't even know who you're dealing with until after some time. So don't think because you are, pregnant today and there's no means to take care of that child. Do the needful. Do the needful. It's way smarter than keeping it. And, you're going to, even if you have something to rely on, you will definitely be financially bankrupt down the line. Because children is not just about I even have all the money. Even a single parenting is tough. Not to talk of the two, talk of one person trying to do it alone. Yeah. Like they said, look, I had a nanny that was watching my kids after school hour till their mother resumes. While I go about my business, she suddenly pulled out. Because I was the one who changed my work schedule, I had to volunteer to say, no worries. Between the time of after school till you get back home, I'll be back home. Whatever I'm doing, I have to leave it anytime around 1:40 p.m. Eastern time. That's very challenging. It has a bearing on my earnings down the line. But what can we do? We have brought these children to the world, and it is our duty to take care of them. Is that Sama, baby?
Hello.
Happy birthday,
the first part, I wanted to know. Thank you.
Happy birthday to you, man.
Thank you, everyone.
Mr. Wale, you said something about the needful. I didn't get to that part, too. I'm not going to be out here talking, in a vulgar manner, but the needful is, doing what, just take care of it.
I would say the needful is don't even get it. If you are not ready for it, protect yourself.
Okay.
That's the needful, I would say. And sorry, I'm not trying to cut you short. You can continue before I say something.
Yeah, because if you look at the whole gamut of parenting, I can see. I just playfully mentioned it like last December that, I think I need. Okay, my boy is always making trouble. And he's always mushy with his mother. I said, I think I need to have another child because this boy is. But who told him he's the last child of the house? Then the next minute, my wife said, was that a joke or. She later, left, in between, maybe 2 days after. Was that a joke or you mean it? I said, why? Because she mentioned it now, it became a thing I want to query further. He said, can't you remember those when period? Like, you have to feed them every 3 hours. And all the way, my kids, I was part of it. It was a matter of fact, my daughter, there was a time I was taking her to ride with me at the age of 6 months. She would be in the car seat in the back. I would take her around wherever I want to go to. Because at that time, the mom had to get back on the job early. And I hope, I do my thing. I have free time on my hand. I can move with her. But whatever it is, it still slows me down. I can't make decisions just like that. I can't pack my bag and say I'm traveling like that. There are business opportunities that can show up anywhere. I have to walk around them, make arrangements and all that stuff. As you speak now, I just booked ticket for my mother so that she can be with us for the next 4 months while we figure out how to at least. Now, all these things, It's not about you saying what is going on with you, but we're talking about what if you can't afford it? What if you're abroad and I mean, let's even leave abroad, but let's put it in Nigeria. What if you cannot afford to keep your mother in your house and feed her and take care of her needs? So, you have to think about all these things before you quickly go and open up and, get something hitched up. Kids, taking care of kids is full-time job.
Having kids, the most stressful thing on earth. Parenting, the most stressful. And some people would think that's Daddy Freeze was saying something earlier when he said the first 5 years they are dependent and all the rest of them. They're independent. It continues like that. Sometimes people think like there's a stage they will get to. Sometimes when I start, telling my sisters, hey, I can't wait for my girl to get to this age, or I can't wait for this, for this, for that. They'll be like, you think it gets easier at that time? It doesn't get easier. The more they grow. In fact, as a parent, I think it's somewhere in the proverb where it says, I don't know, my dad always say that about worries of a father over his daughter, his children. As a parent, you just keep being, parenting will leave you in that state of continuous
paranoia.
Stress, paranoia, exactly. You just be like that as much as life goes, because even when they are grown, even when you think, oh, they are grown now, they've married off, they no longer live with you, you stay worried about them. You stay concerned. Your child is your child no matter what. So it's a continuous process that doesn't have any ends. So when they grow into teenagers, you become scared. You're more afraid. Okay, will they come home with shame? Will they disgrace you? Will they go out there and commit a crime and get locked up? If the females, will they get pregnant out of wedlock? Okay, let's say they get married. They didn't get pregnant while they were in a house. Would they be able to have kids for their, with their husbands? Would they divorce? Would they live happily with their spouse? You are worried. It's a continuous process. It is very, very, very stressful for people that understand. We're not talking about people that see kids as a retirement plan. From the time you give birth to them, it is a continuous process. It's something that requires mentally and readiness. You have to be ready mentally, financially, spiritually, physically, everything. Because when they get to school, you want to wonder what is going on. What are they thinking? Are they able to identify themselves? Are they having problems, developmental problems? Are they able to make friends? Are they able to pay attention to classes? It keeps going on. You see, this is why there are certain states here that will encourage you to be on a family planning. To avoid stories that touches the heart. There are people, there are states, I don't know some other part, but if you go, you see that there are people that encourage family planning. So like you are saying, brother, do the needful. I'm not advocating for anybody to go and get pregnant and then start looking for how to, remove them. I'm talking about lockup. If you're unable to, if you've not made up your mind, if you're not ready, zip it up.
Yeah.
It never gets easy. Because I bet you, I would be worried. I don't care how old my baby gets. If my daughter is 30, my son is 40, in as much as I feel they're independent to an extent, I will still be worried as a parent. That's why sometimes most people don't understand. Let's say you're married or you have a husband and your husband's mom is calling when they are sick. You as a wife, you're thinking like, oh, why is she disturbing me? No need her get son. Why is it the father so concerned? No need I get that. No, they are their kids, they're their babies. It doesn't matter the age they get to, they are all babies.
Absolutely.
Every child is a baby to their parents, irrespective of age. And this is why you still see our parents will still want to be controlling, even from afar. They still see us as those babies. That's why they want to step in your decision. They want to be in, they still tell you, listen, when I'm talking to you, I'm your mother. I'm older than you. I'm your father. I know better than you. That kind of a thing. They'll use it, and you're there telling them that it doesn't work like that. Your time and my time is not the same. This is 2025, and they are telling you, think you know. We've been there, because they are not saying it from they may not know, yes, but they're not saying it from a place of. They're saying it from a place of they still see you as their baby. No matter how grown you've been or you become, no matter how rich you think you are still that their baby. So it's not really, I don't know, I didn't see the pastor thing. I'm still focusing on my birthday. I didn't see the pastor thing, but the only thing I will say is, if you're unable to, if you're not ready, wrap it up. Because it It will affect your decision making, affect your progress in life, your development, whatsoever targets. It slows people down.
It does.
Somebody said something about so can somebody just tell me what's going on with this pastor thing? Because it seemed like I didn't get that part, so I can maybe.
All right.
Just code it.
They say allegedly anyway. They say one pastor go Gbolahan 14-year-old Pikin.
His own.
No.
Someone says.
Probably church member. Meanwhile, again, this is one of those cases I just pray to God that it is that they are trying to mess him up, that it is not true. Because I know.
Okay, that Dele is okay. No, say they like cover your part. Anything we concern pastor.
No. I know the cover. I know the cover. I say.
No. Dele, no go there. No go there.
Wait, now you never make a land now.
You don't say they like cover. She be the other day. They hear they cover. I don't know who they cover.
I know
don't
cover.
Another person now.
I
don't
say
take excuses.
I wish.
I beg. The fact that somebody is a pastor does not make them
the matter. I beg, no pray.
They
address the matter now.
No, skip the pastor. They don't even say that because this is one of the reasons why we live and neglect certain things and things keep going bad. The fact that somebody bears or is answering or moving around as a pastor does not make them a saint. All these people are covering up under the umbrella of pastors and religious people, and they are doing so many things atrocity that they're not supposed to be doing. So they are
Dele, do you know I was listening?
People don't advocate for me here. They say allow him to talk.
Speak because I know where you're going. You're still gonna say it could be somebody set him up. You're trying to tarnish his image. That's what you're about to say right now. Dele, I know you now.
You remember one prophet we talk during election. Say Baba no win. Say on the day of inauguration, and so they can't carry Baba. That
no,
one,
who pastor be this? I don't even know who the pastor be. They
get one pastor that time now. We talk say.
No, I mean the one in question.
This one now, one apostle.
They know.
Yeah, he did dance well. He did dance for a page well.
Is it that man that was? I think they shared his video the other day that was dancing with a kid.
He did do.
Yes. You get the kind of haircut.
Yes.
Nah. What be saying the way they want find that in Baba? May they leave that one for me. I mean, won't handle that Baba.
Naim, well, you know, the issue is this. What I'm saying is, I wish that say the thing not the true, because this is one of those things that will not make me to have mouth whenever I come here. People will continue to refer me to it. They say no be one of una go bench 14-year-old. No be one of una say they bench una pastor.
But this has been happening before the time of our forefathers. It's not new.
As me happen like
in existence.
I no go fit talk.
The fact that the media is circulating it now does not mean it's not been existing. It's been happening. And the thing that, the only thing I was trying to say, people need to just take off this mentality that because somebody is being seen as a pastor makes them religious or saints.
They are supposed to be.
That pastor gave the third leg walk or he dance where. The man,
they are supposed to be. No be people like them. No be apostles like them. Can't turn saints. Where would they call Saint John, Saint Luke?
No. These ones don't be the same as those ones. I take a big.
You don't change the topic. You don't change
I beg.
No, I know they change the topic. I'm saying even all these things that we are saying now is still an allegation. It has not been proven in a competent court of law. Of course, you know, as a lawyer, we cannot come here and judge him outrightly.
No. Dele, wait, Dele. I need us to always.
Dele, why they no give him bail?
No shit. Exactly.
Because they still do investigation now. So they still investigate. I understand.
If Samaria accuses me of grape juicing her, I will not be inside unless they see some level of evidence that will make them first hold me.
Evidence. Yep.
Well, it don't happen. Now another one we go still can't tarnish. It don't can't tarnish the image of pastoral something again.
Forget that. You see,
for this place, number one arrow.
I don't believe in anyone. I don't know. Call me whatever you want to call me, but I'm not a fan of all these pastors things. I won't tell you the girl any of them I see that is very religious. I will say is
I don't believe in doctrinal way. The way when they do poo, oya poo. I know so.
No, you even watch those things. Honestly,
I dey watch and where they say and where.
Yeah.
I mean, if I dey watch, all those things, they be like drama for my eyes. As much as I support as sensible men of God, when I see things like that, my spirit at times will not just align. And I'm not saying that it's fake or it's not fake. It's not in my own to decipher big. But the Bible says those that are led by the Spirit of God are the sons of God. At times when I see some people, I just discern, but the fact that he has that title pastor and this thing is coming up again is a problem to me. It's a problem to me.
The thing I'm trying to say is that parents, most of us, we need we allow our children go close to these people in the name of worshiping them and thinking
and
they're
that is
special.
because of the level of trust.
About this.
It's based
these
on
people are not
trust.
special. It has nothing to do with trust. These people are not special. None of them. They are not special. They are like you and I. Both the ones that will leave their husbands and have to go and worship their pastors, the ones that they worship.
Family members are prone to ABUSD.
Of course, they do the same as the pastors.
So why are you gonna say a pastor, somebody who is?
It is the same. I've seen people tell their kids, go to church and pray. Go to pastor's house so they will pray for you, and so you pass your test. So you do this, so you behave very well. They are all the same. The same way you tell that kid to keep going to that uncle's house, and even you see the son of that kid doesn't like or he doesn't feel comfortable going there, but you keep pushing them to go to the uncle's house. It's the same thing.
Mr. Wale, you see somebody somebody that tells you that.
Stop pushing your kids to strangers in the name of going there for them to help take care of them, irrespective of.
I said, for somebody to have said is hearing from God Almighty, there is a level of trust to just ask to the person that, these ones are holy.
Nobody they hear.
He's the one that said he's hearing. God
they're not hearing
anything. Speaking to him.
Nobody is hearing anything.
He's the one that claimed he's hearing. I just believe they know the wine also. Know the wine also.
Nobody hears anything. You see anyone that comes to tell you. See, the instant he may say something to you, or you may just have like, okay, but you see all this, nobody they hear, no, you hear me talking. They don't hear, they don't hear nothing. They're not hearing anything. And God as well.
No, some people they fake calm, but if there is fake,
nobody is hearing. Both the ones faking and the ones not faking it. Nobody is hearing it.
You are telling me that praise God. My daddy just told me now that somebody is here. You can't tell me that.
Who is your daddy? Who is your daddy?
It's my daddy, and I respect my daddy.
Then the predict give you that, and I predict. Which can I hear? What are they hearing? Let them hear. Anyone that tells you they hear something, bring that one second.
God still speak to people. God still speak to people. If it happened in the days of the Bible, why will it not happen now?
Don't worry yourself. In the days of the Bible, people go commit sin. They go buy. That time don't go. No be now. Now well, Christ don't die. Then anybody when they say hear anything, please refer me to that person. I want to ask them questions. There are things I need them to hear.
And I would like the idea when God they tell them those things.
I beg you. You see all those things that happen in the Bible. Some of them happened, some did not happen.
You see, now this kind of case that they call almost son. Don't go kondo buy. It don't cost wahala for.
But it's too plenty now. It's too plenty now. There's a lot. See, I did watch one video yesterday for Instagram. It was about this church people. They said the girl is possessed.
Yes.
Now the mother now sent her because she has never kept a relationship for more than not for a short period, and she's in a marriageable age. Now the mother sent her to the woli, so to speak, to send the spirit whatever thing they believe is worrying her out. Now the man asked her.
God bless you, ma. See one person. He said God speaks to me and I dey hear where. Eko Abiola.
She is saying that God can speak to anyone. That you know one here. God they speak to everybody. That you know one here when God they speak to you. When you pray, make God help you to recognize when He's speaking to you.
When you get people's trust by saying you have a congregation Now people are coming and becoming vulnerable to you, and you are taking advantage. I mean, I'm not saying God.
Yes, that is it.
No.
People are vulnerable.
Let me tell you how some of these things work.
Now
Let me
the pastor
tell you how
come
some of
mess
these
up.
things
Now
work.
the pastor
Let me
come
tell
mess
you.
up. Come mess up.
Dele,
Misuse of power. Misuse of
you know
position.
that, Dele, do you know that you may be praying to God and be asking God for something, okay? And it's not time for that thing to happen. And maybe Emeka now came to you and tells you, oh, there's this pastor I would like to take you to. If he prays to you, that thing is going to happen right away.
Dele didn't let me say the story.
And then
Ah, no verse. I don't know. Say you they talk one story. No verse.
He was telling a story. I didn't know. Sorry, I continue when you finish.
I was just trying to, buttress the fact that people give too much undue, pedestal to these so-called people, man of God or men of God. Look, this one I was talking about, the girl got sent to the pastor to cure her of whatever kind of possession. Now, they said she was going to have a prayer session like, a long one. The guy gets there. The pastor told her to take her clothes off. So she was with her underwear alone. And the man got oil, the anointing oil, started sprinkling on her. He got her all underwear, all messed up and wet. And he told her to take it off, that she has to talk to her creator, the manner she came to this world, which is, stark naked. And the guy was like, a grown woman of almost 30, you are talking about going stark naked. But guess what? Because she doesn't have that trust in him as, like a father-like figure. At the end of the day, the girl took her everything. And the man told her to lie down. He did penetrated her. And there was a little tug of war between them, but the girl couldn't do all that much. She was the one narrating the story. Then people started going around, like, why did you run out of the place? She said, but because they made her believe that she has that problem. And they started to find out part of.
I don't know how they allow themselves to be brainwashed to that point.
That's why we're doing this now, to sensitize people. Though, you see, it's even bad that women trust their pastors, respect them more than their husbands in the house.
Exactly, because that's what they want them to. That's how they portray themselves, and that's how they want to be seen.
To me,
women are always the victims.
To me, it's kind of silly. I pay your bills, ensure you are good. You can do daddy for pastor, kneel down all the way, do all these things, and now you just look at me because you think we husband and wife and we're laying together and just do anyhow to me. It's wrong. It's wrong.
I no support that one anyways. I no support that one. I deal with you on that one.
But that's what I was trying to say, Brother Dele, is this. You see, God can speak to you. God can speak to our other brother there, and God can speak to me and anyone else. It all depends on your relationship with God and how you establish it.
Absolutely.
But the point I was trying to make is this. There are people. The thing with this, the instance I was trying to give is when I narrated, let's say you've been asking God for a certain thing. This is why I always emphasize on the importance of asking and praying that God help you to know when He is speaking to you. Okay? Because one thing is to pray for something. Another thing is to pray to recognize when that thing is coming. Also to pray to know that you have to be patient in case. Do you understand? Because one thing is patience, the grace to know when it has come, so you don't miss it out of foolishness. That's why I pray to be at the right place at the right time with the right blessings. Most things that happen to us happen because we're at the wrong place. Sometimes you may be at the wrong place but at the right time, or at the right, just like that, or at the right time at the wrong place. Okay, but that's having been said. Now, let's say you've been asking God for a certain thing, and let's say it's been destined that thing is going to happen next week. And just before that next week, someone comes and tells you, oh, there's this pastor I know. Once he prays for you, everything will start falling into place. And then you follow that person to that church or that pastor. And that pastor prays for you. And then the same thing now started happening at the same time you went there. And you now start saying, oh, it's because you went here, or because you went to this pastor, or it's because of this pastor that it happened. No, forget that thing. When you pray to God, exercise patience. Ask Him. Because this is how, I gave myself this preaching. I always tell myself, because I would say that in the story in the Bible when they said that God fed how many thousand men and women with, 5 loaves of bread and 2 fishes. When they first came and asked Him, what Look at the population, look at the crowd we have. We don't have anything to feed them with. What do we do? The first instruction he told them was to tell them to calm down, get them to settle down. This is why whenever I'm praying to God for anything, I always tell myself, once I say it and pray about it, I relax. I calm down. Because if it's going to happen, it's going to happen. I don't need to be jumping all over the place trying to seek fast, immediate answer. And then if I find myself some, coincidence, then I'll start saying, oh, it's because I went here, that's why it happened. No. I failed to understand, I failed to realize, or maybe I was patient enough or something of that nature. So it's like these people, most people that want to japa, let's say you've been trying your visa, you've been going to the embassy and all the rest of them. When your time comes, your time have come. So always seek the grace to be able to know when that thing is going to happen. So you don't think it's because you went to so and so person and it's happening. Now for that reason, that person is holier than you. Go to answer your prayer. You stay in your house and lock your door and call on God. He will answer you. You don't need to go to anybody to get any special prayer. You can only ask people to help intercede on your behalf. But that does not mean that God turned his eyes on you. If he works like that, I don't think the sun that shines both for the good and the bad will be shining and the rain will be dropping for each and every one of us. Because there are people that don't deserve it. But they still benefit from it. So no matter how sinful, how whatever you think you are, he will still hear you. Let's just stop pushing our loved ones away in the name of go here, go there. Their prayers will be answered. Just that the time has not come for that prayer to be answered. Just be patient and pray to recognize when it comes. Because if you don't have the patience and if you don't pray to recognize when it comes, you miss it.
Preach it.
That's your business. That's your business. But that's my own belief.
But Dele, you're the ones that are supposed to be saying all this Samaritan saying, right? You are the pastor here.
And that is why I'm supporting what she just said. See, one thing I believe Nigerian police, one case where Nigerian police sabi do well, na grape matter. They sabi grape matter well. If the pastor eventually say into that thing, by the special grace of God, he must go into serve his term rather. So, but what I'm saying,
even if you don't agree saying to him, see, when they only look this thing like say whether somebody something happened, an event, and we don't talk about that event on this live before. Now they go prove him if it happened. Trust that. Not be whether he admit or not. He can maintain his innocence till the end of the whole trial gamut. They don't use Nigerian factor again. But the thought of that happening around somebody who is giving that much trust is bad. It's not just upon them alone, but the sheep or the mumu sheep where they follow anyhow.
It is bad in its entirety. It's bad in its entirety.
A key for that matter, a key.
But what I'm saying is, just like Daddy Fizz has always been doing on this page, do you believe that somebody can be lied against?
Okay, then let me now teach you how. Let me tell you how Let me tell you how RAPE goes, okay?
Excuse me, my sister.
Let me say something before you said this thing you're about to say. Sorry. Do you know that whenever there is an incident or a case of RAPE, they will always tell the victim, do not take away don't mention it now. You know this is his platform.
No, be Aru. I know call him. Now grape when they call him grape.
Okay. Whenever there is something like that, right? You don't play with it. You don't tamper with the evidence.
Yes.
You're even advised not to wash. Do not clean. Do not wash nothing. Do not clean nothing. They'll swab the DNA. They'll check the sample. Whatever they can get hold of, they'll use it as an evidence. If anybody comes and reports to me a thing like that, I'm not going to tell them, let me clean you up or get you ready. Honey, the way you walked in, the way you look, that's how I'm reporting to the authorities. They are putting down every evidence because that's what would lead to the arrest. Once there has been an evidence, or even if I come and make an allegation, okay? If I come and make an allegation, okay, it's an allegation, it's been made. Anybody can make an allegation. But before they will issue an arrest, there will be at least a little bit of evidence. Don't you think so? So if they apprehended this person in question, and let's say right now he's maybe in detention or something, or whatever it is, this is not invite for questioning. Before they go that length, there may have been a little bit of an evidence. That's just the point I'm trying to make.
I get you.
The fact that somebody, whether not the victim, accuse someone of that, matter of that nature, and the enforcement agency are doing their job, bro, it's a big stain on somebody who has that much trust given to him.
It's a big stain on anybody, anyways.
A matter of professionality. As a matter of fact, there's something called aunties in hospitals. Samaria, you're a nurse, right?
Mm-hmm.
Those ones are the ones that take people of that nature to all that thing she explained earlier. Those ones are the ones that will get the enforcement. For instance, if the person is at large, then now they begin to look at the gamut of swapping DNA, cross-checking. But brother, let's leave those ones. Let's talk about how can I say, look, I'm going to tell you something. I'm a Muslim. Other than that, I pray. I don't talk to anybody for anything. You know why? I understand the Quran. I know not all Muslims understand the Quran or read the Quran or can, read the Quran or can understand your speak Arabic. Fine. But your first duty point becoming a man of faith is knowing the religion. Muslims that are on here can corroborate me or disagree. God said, know me first before you even try to worship me in Islam. Now, what do I need you to ask from God for me that I cannot ask God? For instance, I'll ask you, I want riches. I want things to be fine. I want things to be okay. Money is always a problem or, better life. At the end of it, you want to ask for on my behalf. You haven't asked for yourself because you too, you need that money. Because I'm looking at you. It's not like you're Dangote or listed by force. You are contented being an alpha. It's okay. I hear you. Now, you will now want to ask for me. You will get up from your wife without even doing the necessary ritual cleansing and go and start asking for. People just waste their money and time. You can choose to talk. You can be in this car. Let me tell you something. And I feel like those things have really happened to me series of times over. When I get to the point I'm bothered about something, and without observing wudu like Muslims would do, without putting a mat on the floor facing Qibla, I can be on my own and be telling God, this I need it. This needs to be done. I need a way out of this. Because if this is not done, I would begin to feel like, what's going on? Do I really have a creator? About all this journey being on here. And I'm telling you, these things will come to fruition. I don't know when, but within time, before it becomes any situation or something that would throw me into any kind of, excitement or being frightened. Now, that's what I believe as communication with God. But in our situation, we believe somebody, Samaria just said that people can intercede on your behalf. There are people who truly can.
Okay,
Guess what?
Brother.
Guess what? My mother, I feel my mother is in the best position to intercede for me. You know why I said that?
Okay. She's your mom.
Remember we're talking about mother's prayer. My mom is of age.
Right.
Somebody who doesn't go near unclean things. I can guarantee you the times we go on live shows, if I call my mom on the other side of the phone, American time, late time, she's up praying.
Brother, sorry, correct me if I'm wrong on this. And then sorry, I may have said that, but let me also say this. This is not to say that God does not have favorites.
Yeah, there are favored people. Yeah.
He still has his favorites, and it's been from the time of, even before our existence, like David, for example. Despite everything he did, he was still called the man after God's heart. You and I know that, right? So this is why, the ways are not the same. His understanding is not the same as us. There are people that are still his favorites. But that does not mean that you as an individual cannot develop that relationship with him and have that closeness with him. The fact he has favorites does not mean that he doesn't answer your prayer. So you don't need anybody to pray for you.
You need to suck.
Let them intercede. It's okay for people to pray. It's okay for people to pray for you. It's okay if you're not the kind of a person that can pray, and then you need people to help. You have family, friends, family members that can always intercede on your behalf. Because to be honest, it is also good to have people that intercede on behalf. It's good. Because if you know Sabi pray, you know people they pray on your behalf, your own, you don't finish. That's for what we believe. This is not for atheists. This is for those of us that are Christians. If you have somebody who is not doing for you, and you can't do for yourself, you're a god. Because when they want to attack you, they will attack you. When your enemies won't come, they will just come like this. They will sweep you off your toes. But regardless, you don't need nobody to pray for you, honey. You can pray for yourself. You don't need to go. No, you don't.
People were agitated about the gospel, right? Let me say one thing that I
They don't know. I am. What I mean, if you ask me what I mean by that, you need to understand how those people function and how they are life. You see, those people are the people that you see situations, things will happen, events will happen, there will be a tragedy, and you see them coming out of it. They'll always pull through. You will be like, how is this happening?
Mm-hmm.
You'll be wondering, like, that does not mean he doesn't love the rest of them. That Chris would agree with me on this, but that's okay.
And also, one thing that I noticed about people like that, they are doing
I've had so many.
thing.
I know that I'm one of them. I've crossed so many things. I've had 3 accidents in life. I've had 2 kidnapping incidents. I've had so many things. I've had a crisis in marriage. I've had so much in life and always pulled through.
And
I've been through things that would have cost my life a lot of times. That list cannot even mention here. And I always pull through. So what do you call it? Somebody say just yes. Well, that's why I say this is not for you to agree. It's not for you to agree, honey. It is my belief. If you say God does not, well, tell me the relationship God had in the Bible with David. Tell me what it was about. Despite David taking people's wives, spying people to collect their wives. Tell me about it. No, tell me. Can those of them disagreeing, tell me about it. They call it lucky. Oh, wow. I beg you, brother. Delia, say something about this.
All right. My disposition to all these things is that, just like Daddy Freeze has said, that it is important that we take care of our children very well. I don't subscribe to the fact that people worship their
Sorry,
pastors.
honey. I'm sorry. I don't know why I'm feeling distracted. Somebody said something here. Somebody said there's somebody that survived something and then got pied by lightning. There's someone that survived something. Is it favorite? And then the person now pied by lightning. Is that person still God's favorite? No. There's a saying that he who says make spirit no by him, make human being no by him, make that person not use hand by himself. When you say make spirits not by you, make forces not by you, make life, human being not by you, make sure not be you go use hand by yourself. Because there are things I did growing up that grace saw me through. That if I do, I'm not sure I will come out of it.
Come on now.
There's time for...
Go on, preach it.
There's time for everything in life. So, if they tell you make drink and drive, say if you drink and drive, if you get accident, buy. You go think say now, because say if you go favorite, make you go drink and buy. I'm gonna say you don't buy finish, pass between the men. Or they will tell you speed limit, you go the speed, say because if you go for your favorite, you don't go buy. Or because people say, oh, everyone in this life is, we destined, we have our own husbands, we have our own wives. Of course, I believe that I have my own destined husband. And that doesn't mean it's one person all over the world, like I say. Because if now one person all over the world, person in the country, I will never go to take that. But does it mean I will not have a successful marriage? Have you seen situations where you meet somebody and you be like, you meet another person you're dating, you're like, oh wow, he behaves just like my ex. She behaves just like my ex. The fact that you have your own wife and husband does not mean it's one person all over the world. It could be 20 or 50 people all over the world. So if you miss one, chances are there you miss another one. And you will still stay happy. So that's the way, these are my own philosophy of life.
Let me quickly give my submission. I'm preparing for work now.
Go ahead.
Yes, ma'am. I believe in the leadership of pastors. The Bible says, I will give you pastors after my own heart. That means there are some people that should lead us. We can't all come to church and we all... Let me quickly submit.
Question.
Let me quickly submit, I beg, no verse, so that you won't this line of thoughts no go. I believe that some people must lead us. That is why we also have imam in mosque. I believe that pastors are there to lead us, but I don't believe in pastors abusing the authority that has been given to them, the privileges that has been given to them. If this man really do this thing where they say into na yeye thing, na nonsense thing, and he should go for it, he should be taken in for that nonsense. But pastors, they to lead us, to coordinate us, and I believe in leadership.
Which pastor they coordinate us and lead us? Which I don't understand.
When Daddy Freeze come to this life and begin to teach on Sunday, what is he doing? When he's teaching on Sundays, what is he doing?
Because he chose to listen. When you say lead us,
the same way I choose to listen
forget
to
the
my
fact that they are
pastors
taking
too.
positions now.
I believe in the grace of God over my pastors, but I will not support any pastor if he mess up, especially if he go use Gbolahan, go mess up. That is my submission. But that pastors, I believe in grace of God over pastors, and I believe in their leadership. I submit myself to them to be led.
When you say the grace of God and you believe in the grace of God, I don't understand. Like, are these the same people that ordain themselves, or the people that we are called specially by God? Which one?
All right. When that man, that centurion couldn't understand that something, he couldn't understand the Bible. Somebody taught him. So that means that some people are meant to teach us. Daddy Freeze, they come here always, come teach us Bible, teach us the word of God. So that is you submitting for whatever makes you to believe what he's saying.
But it is a choice to listen. It is a choice to listen, right? No.
It is a choice to listen, just like I have the choice to listen to my pastor.
Of course.
Yeah.
They're not no pastor. They know the pastor. They lead me.
But Daddy Freeze, they lead you now.
Now the preach is a preacher.
Yes, he's a preacher. He's a pastor.
He preaches. He's not a pastor. He's not a pastor. He preaches. He shares insight.
Okay, somebody is saying I should answer a question. What question do you want me to answer?
Is that this okay? The question the person is asking is, do you need a pastor to succeed, to lead you, or something like that, like to succeed? And then
of course not. You don't.
I think something like that.
In this life, let me give you an example. As I did, sorry, let me say something, Wale. Today I'm yielding the floor to you guys. I want you guys to run the conversation, but I'm going to say this. As you see me, my Hebrew teacher is Francesca. When Francesca is not available, I use Dan McClellan because I did not study Hebrew. Hebrew is a very difficult language. My expertise is more Greek than Latin. So the New Testament was written in Greek. I can teach Greek and teach the Greek derivated part of the Bible. But I still have a teacher when it comes to Hebrew. And even in the Greek, I still have people that are ahead of me that I look up to. Does not mean they are my pastors. When I want to pray for my family, I don't call Dan McClellan to come and pray for my family, or Francesca Strorowiski. I'll be waiting for their name. No. What I need them for is to break down the Hebrew part of the Bible when I have questions that I don't understand. Do you understand? So you don't need a pastor, but you need a teacher. I know Bible more than Samaria. I know Bible more than Daily. So when it comes to New Testament, I know it more than Daily. I know it more than Samaria. I can teach them. Now, I cannot be, they can choose me as their pastor. But what I teach them is they are their own pastors. I am just a teacher. I just teach you.
A director.
A director. So the choir director does not sing. He just does like this. You understand? That is my job. And that is what a church leader's job should be. He preaches a message. If you read 1 Corinthians chapter 14, that God is not the author of confusion. If you go and read that place in context, it said one person comes with a song, one with a teaching, one with a prophecy, another one with tongues, another one with interpretation. So one person leads, coordinates, because God is not a God of disorder. You understand? But it doesn't mean that if you go to church today, now the pastor go talk. Sometimes now he go still sing, now he go still cast demon, now he go still teach. So at the end of the day, a pastor has become a joke.
Now he go still bench.
Now he go still bench the 14-year-old where did the congregation.
Fake
so
pastor, fake pastor.
People's wives, so
The wahala now, they say one pastor don't go mess up. Now
not the one what they catch. They say the one when they catch. Pastor. You know how many people's wives say pastors they bench?
I'm not really, trying to jab pastors, but I'm just sensitizing our people.
But it don't look like that now. It don't look like that.
Chilling now. You didn't interrupt. It just try to let them know that. See, I'll speak from a Muslim point of view. Just like pastors that are imams, and I must tell you, imam simply means somebody who leads prayers. In Islam, we have ustaz that are teachers who teaches you the Quran, explain these doctrines and principles to you, tells you pretty much how to be a Muslim. Now, they cannot define the relationship between you and your God. Be it Allah, be it Trinity, be it Jesus, be it, Yahushua. However, the faith of Islam allows them to worship Allah. And now the people who guide you and teach you are the people who guide them, who would also enforce and tell you are going wrong by this. Now, anything outside that, you are overdoing it.
So, someone is asking this second question about God's favorite. My dear, whatever you call your dog, that's what your dog will answer. Okay? Okay, Billy.
I dare you, my dear sister.
You don't tire? If you don't tire, send me birthday gifts. No use me play today.
Yes, ma'am.
No use me play today.
I can never listen to you, ma'am. No. Go meet your mommy. Go meet mommy.
Hello?
Well, that you freeze very good.
I mean,
yeah, you're here.
If we were rolling then, I was just talking. Anyways, mine is that we must try to understand that our religious leaders are not in any way our God. They cannot be. We are putting them in a post about looking like we're worshiping them instead of worshiping whoever created us.
And for that reason, when we hear things, we tend to disbelieve, like, oh, it's not possible. It could be a setup because we assume.
Yeah, they are humans.
So much
they can do anything.
Exactly.
They are humans. I can see. We must not underemphasize the fact that these people are prone to temptation.
Yeah, that's like you and I. Exactly.
We must not. A pastor can.
So it is okay for us to say, it is okay for a celebrity, let's say a musician, to be accused of something, and we be like, yeah, because you see them smoking and drinking in clubs, and for that reason, we just conclude, yes, they did it. It looks like things they can do. But then when they now accuse our pastors of things, the same thing, we'll be like, because they portray themselves and preach, they are not capable of it. No.
We're gonna look at the law and say, wait, not guilty until proven guilty. Okay, that's fine. Mm-hmm. But the truth is, I'm just gonna imagine me being a pastor or an imam or a sheikh, and that kind of story will revolve around me. I will be ashamed already. I will be burying my face in big, shit right now, talking. But why would somebody in that position be even linked to that kind of a thing? But come to think of it, we throw ourselves at them at nothing. We are their mercy because we believe so much. In fact, people are beginning to believe in their religious leaders more than the Creator. Mm-hmm. People will see their pastors, they will be holding their garments. There's somebody walk through somewhere, people are rolling on the floor. In Islam, if you do, even let me tell you how ordinary God has made religious scholars look like. He says that no matter your position, no matter who you are, no matter how scholarly, even Prophet Muhammad, you cannot change the doctrines he has already laid down for us. The 5 pillars of Islam, no matter how scholarly, make you sabi Quran from, Alif, reach, make you even feel, if I make you talk, say you did here when God they give Prophet Muhammad revelation, you know if he change these doctrines, and by so doing, you are just another mortal like everybody. So already we don't understand. Some parts there will be said that they use means of control, because already religion is a means of control, and it's not about whether Christianity is not as good as Islam or either ways. But one important thing is we must wise up. Stop listening. Now the same people will tell you when you say, okay, for instance, Samaria, we're talking about that people should do the needful. People would take in, accidentally or by mistake or anything like that. Now their pastor will tell them God has given them vision not to take the thing out, because if they do, they will buy.
And some of them they in the process of having a child, they go still buy.
You apply that person's destiny from the minute you advise them to keep what they cannot take care of. It will further slow down their life. 1, 2. Now they will bring the child and
brother, wait. I'm not a party to terminal.
You see, I'm saying we're not looking at the position of when it hasn't happened. We're looking at it has happened, and people give so much trust. If it has happened, what's the other way out? There's no other way out. There's no other way out, because you are going to see. Look, somebody kept an unwanted pregnancy, got the baby. The baby is here. I read one story. As a parent, for a couple of days, I didn't feel good. The lady left her baby in Liverpool or somewhere in Midlands, and went to party in London and locked the baby in the house. In my head,
yeah,
is
it the one that lived for like 10 days?
Yeah.
The baby jumped off the crib. I saw it.
I couldn't get it. I don't know how to feel. The emotions was contradicting itself in me as I was going to feel like, you know what, BIGACHT, you are going to buy, like you're going to be made a lockout so where they keep forever. At the same time, I did think, see, damn, upon all this time, 9 months of carrying that, now woman do. So now there's no even greater sin than what you have done by following somebody to say, okay, I don't want to, just do it. If it never happened, try to stay away. If you know say you never ready, try to find a way to lock up or make you deal on some kind of control things. Because
and stop the impression that you could use them trap man. Because if you say they use them trap man, and
no
the man,
man they like child. Make we talk on today. No man they like child. Now mama we they like where they translate the love to the children. If you just say whether you go don't see the child now, even if the man overborn before, if he's childless, if you want to say you use child trap him, you decrease. No men really like kids like that. We love the mom. Is the reason why we transfer it to their children. And Yoruba said it.
You see this one, I don't go follow you talk because I know you man. I don't know, brother.
I'm telling you.
Man on the comment section answer. Is that true?
That's the truth. That's what they said.
The other day, my dad said women very love men. They only love the support and what they're getting out of it. They love their kids more than their husbands. They just love the fact that he's a provider.
On the flip side,
and I was like,
their children more. On the flip side, women love their children.
They say you are wrong. They say that's a lie.
Okay. I don't feed energies like that. If you say I'm wrong, just give me write something.
I'm hearing that for the first time. It's kind of a bit like
my sister. It's not when somebody is trying to say, oh, I love my kids. Check them out, a loving wife. Check them out. There's no way you go detest woman, you go like your children. All these ones when they talk, they will talk whatever. But me, I tell you categorically, okay, so take this equation out. You met the woman first, you've been together. Now the love between you now, bring the children come. So you go skip that love, go meet the woman. Check, come on, man. Make una this. No, he has.
So are
Somebody
you
has
basically saying that when they are no longer together, they still don't love their kids?
No, when you're talking about, look, when they are no longer together, the attention and the kind of love and the kind of things those children get is not as 100 as when the woman is there. That's the honest truth. All these, I see, they talk about you're going to justify. How many days have you seen the video with? I mean, we don't want to talk about anybody here. But
Don't mention David.
no man on earth, ask you, go around. You will be surprised that people saying it's a lie, you are not correct. I don't feel this energy. These people are not even married. They are not even really with a real woman. People, I love my children, but I'm telling you, the
comment section of those
the love for their mother has translated into loving them. That's the ordinary truth. If you like, agree. If you don't like, it's okay. But mine is that. And now you must be cultured. When you come on places like this, you don't start telling people it's a lie. I think it's speaking a volume about you. You can disagree.
Okay, so my ladies, have you guys heard that? Take my birthday advice from what our brother here just stated. Don't go there.
Be good to your man.
They sing that song. They do anyhow with the man.
See, Samaria, it's not about Samaria. When we're looking about relationship marriage, we're looking about the norms. And a ton of the time, it like 80% of the time, people are patching up. They are living. Now they have a consolation that are children. Let me give you this equation, then those people will still talk again. Let's say this. If you have a marriage that is childless and you don't really love that woman, are you going to be there?
If you have a wife,
you have a marriage. Yeah, as a man, you have a marriage that is childless, and that woman is, there's etiquette around that. Would the man continue to be there?
I mean, if he's not happy, why would he be there?
Absolutely. Also, if you have a marriage that is with kids, and now you are not happy, are you still going to be there?
Well, that one is 50-50 individual differences, because some would be like, if not for the kids, why some would be like, whatever.
Great. But 80% of the time, reasonable men want to be there to take care of their children. If the situation does not get, real bad or, worse, they want to be there to, be there to raise the children. And I will tell you one thing, they are not giving their children their 100, because the whole time the mother is not really cooperating with them. Now let's look at a normal home. You like your wife. She's giving you beautiful kids. The love you have for that woman naturally extends to those kids, and you are there to do all the things you should be as a father. Now, if you don't like her, if you don't like her, you start from liking her, something happened, and you don't want to see her again, my darling.
Is this why you men complain that women love their kids more than or before their husbands? Is that the reason?
No. What I've noticed is that, the way women are, you're emotional beings, right? And you will look at two people make children. Absolutely, the woman is more connected because of all that gamut of pregnancy, the feeding and the breastfeeding and all that stuff. They are more closer to the children.
Yeah, the bonding.
And now, women look at their children and they feel this big joy. In their subconsciousness, they are seeing something of their own. Naturally, they begin to give more attention to that child, and the man is going to be lacking, except the man complains about it. Some people are not really going to talk, but at some point they will say, hey, you are why is it about the children now, why not about me? You understand what I'm saying? This is where it comes in that children begin to take, the place of their husbands. A ton of the time, every home this happens. People just call themselves back to order and say, oh, look, I think you're even having more attention for these children more than I do.
Brother, are you married? Thank you, Dr. Jenje. Brother, are you married?
Me?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, of course.
Is your wife watching this?
No, I'm in my car.
100%.
Is she gonna watch this?
What? I'm a realist. My wife, me, we don't. No. It has nothing. I'm telling you things that I talk to DF about things that I see, and I want to ask him, what do you think, DF? You would advise me, okay, tell this person. I'm telling you, people just come online. They want to say things for, talking to the gallery. No, we don't do that here. I say the fact. Men love extension of your wife's love is what the children are getting. On the flip side, women tend to kind of, when there are children involved, their children are more priority than their husbands until you complain and you can hire on it out. But naturally, it's okay to happen and you have a way to, take care of it. But when we talk about it, some people just like they won't be typing or whatever he's saying, but I don't really give, whatever. But importantly, let's be there to raise our children properly. Teach them that they are pastors. A matter of fact, knowledge is more important before teaching them anything. When they are very knowledgeable, when they understand that this is how things work, nobody would tell them this is way to go. Pastors would manipulate scriptures, imams would misinterpret things and say, oh yeah, do it this way, whereas that's not what God has taught us or what God has said. Now, by so doing, manipulation happens when people are not knowledgeable. But when you have taught them and they are very solid, in foundation, then there is no problem. Knowing that children brought out of wedlock and you can barely afford them would expose those children to a whole ton of, they are in the arm's way anyways. They are in the arm's way. There's nothing we're talking about. You don't need any soothsayer or somebody with, with crystal ball to tell you you're about to create a big chaos. So mine is that if you are not ready, don't ready, as they say in Yoruba.
It's a lie.
And for people in marriages, there is no differences that cannot be resolved except when you discover your partner is an agege. For me, because they may not be, you cannot reverse somebody who is already an agege. Try to work it out with your spouses, because children of broken homes are also exposed to these realities. In countries like here where I live, a ton of the time, children raised either by the father or by the mother alone do not really turn out to be as better than the ones raised by two parents under their watch. Not because these parents cannot do it.
What statistics? What statistics are you talking? I mean, it all depends on how you raise your kid.
I'm not faulting whoever is a single parent. What I'm just trying to say is that on the entire time we have read, we have seen, the only time children raised by two parents that together is when these two parents themselves are babies, or they are recalcitrant, or are on serious elements, or they are not even fitting outside. For instance, I would give
celebrities. You and I know that their parents were not together, and they ended up turning out good.
The children of the celebrities.
I would be more worried about the ones that we actually dated by John.
Let me say, you know what I mean? Samaria. Let me say something, Samaria. It's not about the percentage that we know or we have seen, but we're looking at the overall society. Okay, let me just say this. Samaria, a mother cannot play a father's role, and a father cannot play a mother's role. That's it.
Okay, great question. Are you saying this now? Because we're talking about, of course, we know that, we cannot play those roles interchangeably. But then, do not also forget that the fact that most kids grew up without their father does not mean they never had a father figure in their lives, or they didn't have a mother figure in their lives. The parents may not have agreed, but along the line, let's say they found themselves another partner, and they balance the equation. A child that will turn out good will turn out good. A child that will turn out good will turn out good.
I agree with you, but let me say something. There are caveats, or there are a lot of discrepancies to that. Let me say this, for instance. If a single mother raises a child and the child becomes successful and has money, are you saying they turn out good in your estimation?
you having money is not a measure. I don't like
Do you know that? Do you know that? Do you know that? Do you know that?
Is not a measure. It's not. It's not. Sorry.
So now, having money is not a measure, but in your estimation of someone turning out good, in ramifications of life, they will be lacking. I will tell you one small example now. I have two friends. There is one that seems to be, like all well raised. In fact, has a chieftaincy title from where he's from already, doing good housewife and children. And there is one that is even doing even better financially, has what we have now. The other one that seems well raised has certain ways of doing things. I'm not saying better, but the ways of doing things.
Yes.
The other one has ways of doing it the way he was raised. And there was a day I was called in between to say, hey, look, when I say this, my friend disagrees. And I said, let me tell you something. There is no way you're going to have the same upbringing because you were raised in different home settings. One raised by two parents, one raised by the other parent. They are doing good. Treat their wives right. Do everything a normal man should do. But guess what? The other one that was raised by his mother does and always make recourse more to his emotional part of sensibility than being firm and handling things the way men will.
Do you know where
I'm not saying that is bad.
Do you know where I would say the tendency for these things you listed to happen is applicable in situations where we are, let's families. Okay, because are you trying to tell me that those that were cheated are supposed to be differently? There are people that were cheated by death. They lost their spouses along the line, but they were able to raise kids. Okay, so I would say in a dysfunctional, because there are people that are that are stayed together. There are couples that are together, but then they're even worse than those that are not together. You know that. There are people that are separated, or they are not together, but they co-parent, they train those kids in a way that, yes, and then when they grow, they begin to understand the reason why it happened the way it happened. So I would think that with most of the kids or most of the people causing problems in the world today are those of them that were actually painted and raised by JUNKIEX, things like that. Okay, very irresponsible people, because there are parents that are still very irresponsible. And a responsible child will be responsible. Because you're not going to tell me, for example, let's say the fact it didn't work out between me and this person, and then I find me another spouse tomorrow. And that spouse is smart, is intelligent, and is helping to raise that child in a good way. That child will not turn out good. Or let's say the child does not turn out good, you blame it on because he didn't work with the direct father.
Can I ask this question again? I mean, when I ask questions, your answers are valid to the extent of how you say. Samaria, let's say for instance, you have a child and I'm meeting you to marry you as a single man. Do you think I have the liberty to raise your child 100%?
Of course, yes. If I would choose you as a spouse, for example, and I have a child, see, let me tell you, even the mistake we make is most of us, we just because we want to prepare one another, we just go and be rubbish. Because by right, I will be very happy to know, for example, that my ex-spouse is somebody that is worth being around and relating from. That way my child will learn. My child will be raised well. I'm never going to be upset for one day to see my ex with somebody that is, I want him to be with somebody better than me. Because it's going to benefit my child, for example. Do you understand? So, if anybody wants, that's why I say these are individual differences. And this is why I would not fault it on the fact of separation, except it's dysfunctional. If it's a dysfunctional separation where there's always a problem, then I won't be surprised. But for anyone that is reasonable enough, any single parent that is reasonable enough, okay, why picking or getting someone else close to their family? They should pick somebody that is worth being around for the betterment of your kids. And do not go about saying, oh, don't do my child. Like, why would you say? If you don't want their child to be done that way, unless that child is being treated in a way that is not acceptable both by society and by you. But anything aside from that, of course, yes. I want to be around somebody.
So, Samaria, do you know that? Do you also, this one too, do you know that even as the biological parents of a child, if you want to train them as you deem fit, sometimes the women or mothers have varying opinion. Am I correct?
No, say that again.
I want to train my own child now. You be my wife. We don't get any exes now. We had those children biologically, and I want to raise them. It could be chastising, correcting, punishment, whatever kind of way I believe is right to raise my kids, right? Do you know women, their mothers, they feel some type of way or kind of sometimes feel like, no. Do you know that happens?
Yeah, that's because they're mothers. Women are usually emotional. Because I remember even one of my sister-in-law at the time, she would be like,
but wait, does it happen, Samaria? I want to go, but I just want to take on to a point. Samaria, let me say something to you. They would do it. Now, I won't feel a thing because I'm the father, and I will tell you why. The moment you stay or raise some kind of objection to where a stepfather want to, chastise or correct your kid, that man moves back. He may be good at acting not to show it because he loves you, but he knows he doesn't. You set boundaries already for him. He's unable to raise that child 100% as if it was his own.
Of course, I agree. This is why I was emphasizing on the importance of not withholding unless it is at the detriment of that child's life and health.
So these whole two final conclusions.
But do you know that even people that are husband and wife, it still happens. Yes. Because I've seen couple, I've heard and I've seen couple have serious misunderstanding just because this one have a different parenting and this one have a different parenting method. And the more those problems they tackle, the more the kids speak behaviors. That's why they will cite some kids will tell you, I like my daddy more than I like my mom. I love my mom more than I love my dad. And some of them will take after their father's behavior. And that behavior may not be a good one. And some of them will take after their mom's behavior. And that behavior may not be a good one.
When we talk about behavior, we are not children. A matter of fact, home is a small portion of the society. And children are a reflection of where they are coming from. You and I were raised to the best of the abilities of our parents. Then we chose to, retrain ourselves to adapt better. Yes, to see things in a better way. Yet we are still with our flaws. Now we only strive every day to at least ensure that we get and emulate and practice what is better and do more than our flaws. Our children, the way our parents, we would have reflected and said, oh no, I would have preferred it this way. We are trying to do better with our children. We are still flawed, remember? Now, this is raising humans. You must understand that they can never be perfect. But the basics, which I really like, is tell them to be steadfast, knowledgeable, teach them about hard work, understanding the reward for it, be honest. Honest includes being truthful in situations where they are confronted with life situations, and understand that no matter what happens, no human on earth is better than them. And they should do away having that deep knowledge of understanding who they are themselves. Now makes them at least be able to navigate a quarter of the problems of this world. Now talking about we are now talking about gender and all those things. Things we were talking about last night. I was gonna, I was on the bed already, but I just contributed briefly. See, let's try to make our people realize going into relationship or marriage is not about I'm best, even if it's working for you currently. It can work for 30 years and still kaput. It can work a lifetime. Now, so it's not about I know it all, I am a better practitioner of this institution. It's just a matter of you are still having a good ride with your partner. Nothing has changed because people change anyways. Now, talking about the children that are raised under, if you cannot raise your children, at least expectedly children should settle and start their own life at 25 at most. And if you have had a marriage that has lasted for 30 years, you would have at least succeeded in raising gentlemen or, beautiful and functional ladies in our society of today. That's enough achievement. And they can at least go and continue where you have stopped. But when we're talking about situation where somebody, look, we're talking about people having children outside wedlock, the stress of taking care of the children alone by themselves. As a single parent, it's harder. You can have it all. You can have all the money. You can have all the structure. Just like Daddy Prince said, it's still going to stress you out because someday you cannot help it. They have something to do in school. You still need to be there. Now you want to call them. Even as a single father. Now, if it's stressful as both parents trying to put in effort, is more stress as a single parent. Now we're talking about somebody who has nothing, no money. It's going to further slow your life down. You cannot see. I look at between 2010 to 2015. I used to go around the world a lot. I love traveling. But these days, I have to factor it around the family. I have to say, okay, this, that. When the children were even little, I still had my freedom. Because at that time, they were mostly with their mother.
So would you blame that? Would you say it's because you have kids or because you've understood life better?
No, I'm not blaming it on anything.
No, it's not blame. Like, would you say the reason behind the restrictions or the reduction is because of children, or because me, for an example, right? I used to also be like that. I used to be all over the place. I'm in Cape Town today. I'm in Paris the next day. I'm in London the other day. I'm in America. And then when I had my daughter, I slowed down. I began to understand life more. I became more cautious and like any trip that is not worth it. Yeah, once in a while I just go on a regular vacation. But I don't have the urge. I don't feel it's not fun anymore. Before you can see me now back on a trip, unless it's something worth it. And the reason is because I don't want no disaster. There's so many things that can happen. I'm no longer by myself. And I understand what it means to grow without a mother. So it's kind of, aside from maturity, I just feel like it's not fun anymore as much as it was. Because now I have somebody I'm worried about. I'm out there, I'm boarding a flight, I'm catching one, I'm scared. Like, what if something goes wrong? Who would look after my girl? Wow. So that's why I'm asking, like, the reason behind yours, is it the fact that you have so much to do now, family related? Or, so is it because you have a lot to do right now, family related restrictions, or because you've come to understand your rules more and you want to be more, like, I wouldn't do certain things I would do in the past right now anymore.
So my own is that
because of yes.
I still love to travel and I still do some. But I came to the realization that my priorities have changed.
Okay.
And when priorities change, it means what I used to give importance to is of less importance or beneath the priority list now. So I also try to encourage traveling with everybody. But guess what? It's expensive. Putting everybody on the plane, ensuring that if I was going to get to Santorini today, I can afford to take a room in one of the poshest places. At least I know whatever amount it is, I can still walk around it within my own, budget. Now, I cannot afford to take a room. I would have to take at least a suite. At least. Now, I'm not going to think about me just going to the bar to pop one or two or whatever kind of thing I want to do. I have to be thinking about kid-friendly vacation, which is just buying tickets here and there. Also, I would need to deal with that. Okay, I cannot swim when these children are in the pool. I have to be there to watch. Those are my responsibilities. So priorities changed. And in a way, it's part of the responsibilities of being a parent. So naturally, whether I like it or disagree, as long as I've agreed with myself to be a father, then I have to keep those ones. So what I do is, when they have a long vacation, would arrange the mother's holidays around the corner. She's taking her 21 days off. I say, look, me, I'm off. If I want us to all go together, okay, you know what? Let's all go together. This one is affordable. So these are the things we're talking about. When you do it, no regret whatsoever, because at the end of the day, you see, the reason and motive behind being a parent is best explained when you are, agree within yourself, you got married, you're ready to start raising a family, and you're doing it happily. but also we are considering this, and this just happened to them, and now our house is rated, just like DS said. When it comes to getting things done, fine girl looking good, they may not have anything to do with you, but approaching and they are, oh, come here, you don't have a job. Yeah, come here. We'll give you a job. That's favor because you're single, no attachment, no nothing. But they are looking at you. The postpartum belly is still a little body. Maybe not the kind of women that will take care of themselves immediately after 1 year they have had the baby. You are unattractive. That opportunity will slide you, but I'm just giving options. Now they are talking about you have to attend an interview at 10:15 in the morning. Your baby is just waking up because that baby was crying overnight. He's just waking up at 10 o'clock on the dot.
I know can't get money. They don't scatter with that.
So see, now we are looking at this how.
It's okay. What? I don't know what that is.
Who is that? They don't report where I did do another meeting. They run up and down. They report you. Who is Joshua Eseka? Raise your hand and collect your rapture.
And that's the thing. People who are too.
Who is this person? I'm here now. I left this live. I'm back. What's the smack you're talking about? Respect yourself. From now onward, I'm not going to block you. I'm going to allow you to stay. But I'm going to give you conditions. You cannot disrespect me on my life. You cannot disrespect, and you cannot come here and chat innuendos. If you respect me, I will respect you. If you don't respect me, mafi lale ko betesi sielori. I will use curse and build house on your head. Just try me. What you want no any? Oh my ye. Oh my ye. Everybody have an understanding. Respect me, I respect you. Disrespect me, I drag you to the land of sulfur and brimstone and back. Thank you very much. Now I want us to go. Sorry, I've been in and out of 15 different meetings. As I did at the run, I go chop, I just had to go up. Thank you so much, Samaria, on your birthday. You hosted this live. Everybody cast.
Thank you, Daddy Freeze.
Money is one of the weakest. See, if you have a good wife, where they service you, where they take care of you, Baba, money no fit buy am. Money no fit buy am.
I was in that state 3 weeks ago. It wasn't about money. My problem wasn't money at that time. I've had situations that my problem was not money.
Yes,
and
now.
It's the simplest, the easiest thing anybody will be like, it's very easy now. And I'll be like, what? I know. And you see, this is where they say the people always feel like money is happiness or money is everything. It's not. It could be in the life of the less privileged people.
That prayer point is heavy and is loaded and unlicensed. Money, that currency, Baba. We don't command money for anything, but all these other parts, they are quite crucial, even more important in some cases than the money.
Let me give you an example. Let me give you an example. In my life, I hate routine to the point where I feel imprisoned if I have to do anything. That I have to catch a plane once in a month to travel. That say I got to wake up that 1 hour extra. It frustrates my life. I despise routine.
I'm telling you.
I might not be the richest in the world. I might not even be the richest in my estate. But the fact that I don't have to wake up 8 a.m. and enter traffic to go to work, for me, is something money cannot buy. I wake up when I stop feeling tired. Now, when I have a lot of things to do, by the time it don't they reach 10, 11, my body go down the ginger, say, hey, you get work, get up. But there are days I have nothing to do, I get up at 1. Sometimes I've woken up, but because I don't want to have BP, I want to be rested. I'll just be in that my bed and just relax. Money cannot buy you that. Dangote does not have that gift. This thing where I don't tell you, Dangote no get am. Dangote can turn in a lazy day once in 2 weeks. He can't turn it every day. I can turn it every day if I want, and I'll still feed my family. So
the man said the only time he doesn't take phone calls is when he's praying. When he's doing prayer as Muslim, that's the only time he doesn't take phone calls.
Even when he's sleeping, he's taking phone calls.
Oh no.
Someone said that means that if he's never be a soldier, what am I doing a soldier for? To go and be fighting a senseless war that people that are collecting money want to use me for. I can never be a soldier ever for anything unless I'm fighting for myself. Because when they make it fight like you're fighting for a nation, or they make it fight like you're fighting for a people, you're actually fighting for somebody's interest.
Absolutely.
Do you understand? So you have to look at yourself. What do you see? Write everything you want in life. Samaria, mention 5 things that are very important to you in your life. Material things.
Material things?
5. Just think. Material thing is husband is material. Car is material. House is material.
That one is not number 1. No, I beg. Wait, make I give you number 1. I beg.
Just 5 things that are more.
But I need now, safe. True friendship.
True friendship. That's true friendship is a goal. Do you understand?
You ask things that are important.
Yeah, let's start with the first one you noticed. Friendship is a goal. It's like you will work hard at 2 people work together, and then you arrive somewhere. You arrive at a good friendship. You understand? It's like me and you, Samaria, let's talk. Me and you have been through a lot together. I'm just giving me and you as an example. We don't quarrel before. You don't vex me before. I don't call you, say, waiting they do you. You understand? But over the years, you don't learn waiting I don't like. I don't learn waiting you don't like. So I can say I'm in a comfortable place with you as my friend. You understand what I'm telling you? How much have I paid you to get to this position in my friendship?
Just your time.
It's just my time. Just the fact that I care. So you got something without spending money for it, or spending minimal for it. You understand? Especially for me, you have supported the Free Nation causes. You have given me a job before. You understand? But I have not given you any financial thing before. I've never sent you $100 before. I've never given you anything before. But you know that you can count on me.
Right.
You understand what I'm telling you? And I'm never going to look at you, because there are people who have given me money who I don't talk to again today. I know some of them. Listen to what I'm saying, Samaria. This thing is very important. There are people who give me money, who have given me money before, but I don't talk to them anymore. Because what I need from you, you couldn't give me, but you could give me money. Money is not so important to me. So Samaria, it gets some things where you do, where you collect my friendship. That is a currency you paid to attain the goal of friendship. So if friendship is very important to you, you don't need money to buy a friendship. There are certain people who call me today, and I will pick their call, and they've never sent me 1 naira before, but I will consider them important. So you've just mentioned your top goal, and I've just shown you that the currency you will use to buy that goal is not money. What's your second goal?
G-Wagon 2026 model.
G-Wagon 2026. There's no 2026 yet. 2026 will come out in a few months. There's 2025. That way they come. 2025. Now, let me tell you something. You can save up your money to buy it. But do you realize that if you knew Nigerian Petroleum Minister, and you knew somebody who is building an app to track Nigerian petrol, and you call the petrol to say the way you get access to me, let's imagine you have that same access to Nigeria's petroleum minister, and somebody just walks up to you and says, Samaria, I heard that you know the petroleum minister. See this app I'm building. All I need is audience with the
connection.
Petroleum minister. You can put your foot down and say, you know what, I'm going to give you that audience, but that audience is going to cost you a $200,000 upfront, and I want 2% of the profits of whatever I'm setting you up for. And guys say, no, Samara, I cannot give you $200,000. I can give you $100,000. Then you say, you know what? Don't give me $100,000. The G-Wagon I want to buy is $150,000. Just get me that G-Wagon. Brand new 2025 model. And then I want 2% of the company. We can't give it. We can give you.
Pink color.
We can. I want it pink. That pink you go wait like 2 years because they got to paint them for you. Or you go wrap them. You understand what I'm telling you? So sitting in one place, without doing anything illegal, that is what's called lobbying. Without doing anything illegal, you have charged a fee for the currency of network. So without saying a word, without going to your bank, there's a G-Wagon in your garage. That is the currency called access. So what's the third thing you want? 5 things. Now I see.
Apart from health. It's not apart from health, right?
You can ask for health too.
Oh yeah, I mean that's a wish. That's what
Now, Samaria, do you realize that if you sleep well, you eat well, you bench regularly, you work out, and no, you know go the dirty Gbolahan now, na clean Gbolahan you go the bench. Do you realize that you can live a healthier life? Your diet, your sleep, your exercise, your bench life. So by having now your own mates will get money, they use and treat BP. But you will not get money because you have disciplined yourself in a certain way. You have a disciplined diet, you have a disciplined workout life. You have attained the same thing that person who has money has attained. So you have spent another currency. This time it's the time you spend working out, the discipline. Discipline is do you know discipline is a currency? Discipline is a currency. Because you have a lot of discipline, you have taken out of your discipline and said, okay, 1 hour every day, whether it's raining or sunshine, I will be in the gym, or I will run, or play basketball. So the third thing you've wanted is health. And without money, or without much money, you have traded some of your currencies and you've gotten your health. Number 4.
That is the fourth one. The fourth one, money.
No. Leave money. Even money. Okay, hold on. Let's work with money. Let's talk of money now. Let's talk of money now. Do you know, like I said earlier on, you can sell your network for money. You can sell your discipline for money. You can sell your time for money. You can sell your knowledge for money. You can sell your talent for money. Do you understand what I'm telling you? If you are a singer, you can make money off it. If you are disciplined, you can make money off it. If you are hardworking, you can make money off it. So all these are currencies that you will have. You see, when you were born, I don't want talk say you get big Bobby, you get big Baka. That one self na currency. Because there are some girls that bought houses on the island simply because they get big yash. And Okonjo Iweala did not need to have to be able to get where she had because she has a big brain. Now, let me give you another example. There is nothing Okonjo Iweala needs in her life right now that she cannot get. If Okonjo Iweala is coming, apart from good health, she can have access to doctors you can only dream of having access to.
The doctors will not guarantee.
The doctors cannot guarantee. But if Okonjo Iweala has a stroke and a regular Nigerian or American has a stroke, they will not get the same health care. Let me explain to you. For Konjo Iweala slums in Nigeria, there is a private jet waiting to take her to America. And when she comes to America, you where they pay tax. Not be the same hospital they will carry you go to. Whether you forget the insurance in those people are, because as they come, they call Trump. Baba, forget it. Applies everywhere in the world. You have Trump's phone number on your phone, and you call him. Say, Baba, I'm coming to America. I'm having a very bad this, that. Can you help me? Trump can recommend, can tell you, can clear road for you, can give you diplomatic. I'm telling you, Trump can give you clearance.
Oh no, she should definitely be a VIP.
You understand? There are some people that don't need visa to travel. They will give them the visa in any of this country in the world. They will give them the visa at the airport.
Of course. They don't need, of course.
They don't even need passport. They will just package a document and tell them that, okay, this person is coming. Do you want to tell me that if a French president's wife, her passport has expired, so they apply for a new one, then she fainted, and that thing that she needs is only America? You think she will need a passport to go to that America?
They have that. Is it not, what is it called? Is it diplomatic passport?
Even, let's say that diplomatic passport don't expire, and it will take her 3 days. They will bypass the protocol because he will call Trump. He will put his phone down and call Trump or call Putin or whoever is in charge of the country that he needs. Unless you don't know the person, say, Baba, this na French president, oh, I need this, that. You understand what I'm telling you? So your network alone, your position alone. Let me give you a story. When we're younger, those days we they get those phones, those Nitel phones, those days. Me, I no get money. All my salary as a radio presenter for 5 months, I gather around together, I go buy phone. That time there was no GSM. They used to call it Not 9 Not. Who remembers the year of Not 9 Not? That year of...
Yes, I do.
You remember, Wally? So I had a Not 9 Not phone. So my dad had a surgery. My younger sister was with my dad. My younger sister just called us that my dad is bleeding, and the surgeon in charge had left. So I just ran downstairs, entered the car, and I had that phone. My papa don't tell me, say, I go throw away that phone, say the phone are nonsense. From small, I know it. My spirit just said, I might need this phone. Now I just say, they bring me my phone. Now I carry the phone. So we rushed down to my dad. My dad had gone. We now were rushing him to the hospital. We got to the hospital, there was nobody to attend to us. I just got out of the car and called my mother where she was. I said, Mommy, this, that. There's no blood. There's nobody to attend to daddy. He's bleeding out. My mother calmly just said, I'll call you back. The next night, I just saw the provost of the College of Medicine in 5 minutes. May he so rest in peace, late Babatunde Oshotimehin. He was Minister of Health under Yaradua. But that time he was just coming out of his term as provost of College of Medicine, UCH. He and my mother worked together for 10 years. That's the first. My mother just asked. Meanwhile, my papa be doctor. They carried my papa go there. We don't know anything. Everybody was, what's going on? My uncle that drove us was crying. Baba, my mama just called Oshotimehin straight. Bam. Oshotimehin just, when the former provost arrives in the hospital, he was chewing gum. I can never, just put his hand behind his back like this, just walked in, greeted me. You know that the way chairman will greet you. Hey, how you doing? As he applied, that blood where they not get, the blood showed up. You understand? There was no bed space. As he was just strolling around. As they look in eye, they run. If I did not have that phone, my father would not be alive today. And if I did not have my mother, my father would not be alive today. You understand? Say, my mother did not arrive at the place. My mother did not arrive at the place for another 30 minutes. By the time she came, my father had been stabilized. All the oga of the hospital, everybody does show up. My mother did not spend 1 naira. She spent her access. She don't spend any money. Even at the end of the day, my father's treatment, they wrote it off.
Let's pretty cool.
You understand what I'm telling you? And my mother is not a doctor, but my mother worked at the Social Science and Reproductive Health Network under Babatunde Oshotimehin. She was their lawyer. And she was also doing research with them. And she just called her, Prof, oh, please, we have an emergency. They just brought my husband in. He's been... Papa just show up. As in, that day now I realized, for this life, it's good to be chairman. I can never forget, he was chewing gum. His hands were behind his back, like just chewing gum, just greet people like. And as they waka, things begin to move. Everywhere we're quiet, where they tell us long thing, go and queue. As in, you don't know when, it's like when Wike enter somewhere for Abuja. The way people go to begin to behave, everybody go to, things go to begin to move. So, sorry, I can't see waiting Dr. John J. they talk.
In the comment section.
Make I bring that. Dr. John J. go no shorty me now.
Daddy, please, I gotta go. Take me up so you can bring him.
No, there are people enough. Today is your birthday. We are celebrating you.
I'm supposed to sleep. Get ready to go eat.
You are not sleeping anything. You are with us today. We are Sama babies, our girl.
Give me birthday gift, Joe.
Okay, come and be going. It's true. You need to sleep. Go and sleep.
So let me go.
Ask her the last currency now. We'll go around now.
Sama, final number 5. What's your last currency?
Maybe I don't talk money before. And I steal money, I beg.
You're not even the ambitious for this life. They say the most ambitious people, if you go and ask Tinubu the 5 things when they look for, Tinubu no go ever mention money.
Daddy, please connect. I don't talk finish.
John J, why you run?
I want money after money.
Money after money.
You know, connect.
Samaria, baby, God bless you. Take care. I wish you the happiest birthday. Connect. Now we don't talk. Now be the last one where we talk. Now I give you my mama example. That's connection all day. It's a currency. Now, how do you get connection? By giving value. You see, let me tell you something. You meet people every day, but your value to them is determined by your input in their lives. Like for me, do you consider yourself valuable to me?
Yes.
Why are you valuable to me?
Do I consider myself? I was about to ask the question. I was about to ask you that question.
No, I want you to answer why, because you said yes. So I want you to answer why.
The answer, you know.
No. We are serious. I want you to be serious for 5 minutes, then you go.
You see how?
Okay. Let me explain it to you. Let me explain what makes you valuable to me. I'm talking. I need somebody to come and give me a perspective. If I invite you, 80% of the time you come. So you are useful to me.
That's what I'm saying.
If I have a Owulo, just the same way Wale too is useful. Just the same way Remy too is useful. Just the same way Dr. John J too is useful. Now, sometimes, because you've known me for a while, if I have a personal issue, I can confide in you and ask you for advice. Sometimes I will just gist you something because I just need somebody to talk to. Oh yeah, this thing, I will just gist you. What does that mean? Because you have given me value, the day you need something that I can do, you can call me. Wale can call me. Dr. John J. There are people who cannot call me because they have never given me any. You can't. If somebody called me the other day and said, Daddy Freeze, please, he's not feeling well, I should come and help him raise money. You think you, Samaria, if you're not feeling well, you think you have to ask me to raise money for you? Do you understand what I'm telling you? So when you want to get connections, think of adding value to the person. Think of what you bring to the table. And what you bring to the table can be anything. I was watching somebody say, Regina Daniels, what did she bring to the table? She brought virginity. She brought beauty. Your mama for house no be virgin, she wawa. Why do you think she'll be able to get a Ned Unwoku? No. You see, Value, when Ned Nwoko walks into a meeting carrying Regina, all his mates that are carrying old women will be jealous.
Exactly.
They will look at him. He brought in arm candy. Are you arm candy? So when they ask you, what did you bring to the table? You are comparing yourself to Regina. You were one like winch, where the only work where you get talent for na security work because you sabi make person fear. Only your eye like this, person where thief go drop the thing where in thief run. Then you are comparing yourself. Were you a V? You were trailer don't pass, Okada don't pass, everywhere don't pass. You want me self the waka pass there. In fact, arm robber when they rob finish, they enter your quick, go hide.
Even via side.
Yes. It might be damn streets bench a V.
What? But wait, this one are the people. All of us they speculate. More just.
He told me with his own mouth when I interviewed him that she was a V.
Okay.
He said he can never marry a V. He said he can never marry a V, a non-V, sorry. So if that is what he's looking for, if that is what he wants, you understand? It is valuable to him, and she brought it to the table. You were the long bench. Your body count for 1 year reach population. If you use your body count, do census. You don't know. You get the way they go carry your body count, put inside one formula, the whole census of the country go come out. Only you won't come say, what did Regina bring to the table? There's nothing you are bringing to the table. There's nothing to you. Fine, you know, fine. Quick, don't white. So they fit pack two trailers side by side. Okada go still pass their middle.
I was like,
Then now you go sit down, say, what is Regina bringing to the table? No. Look at this, Remy. The fact that, let me tell you, the fact that Remy, when I'm reading Bible with Remy, once I mention the Bible verse, Remy, in 2 seconds, boom. The only person that could do it like that before was Ada. Remy and Ada were very good at that. Quick. So if I have a lot of volume,
Remy is good.
If I have a lot of volume of Bible verse, I will use Remy or Ada. Sharp. Give me this verse. Give me it. They'll quickly get it. Back. Just that alone is a currency. Because I know that there will be days when I came to London, I told Remy, the first time I said, Remy, you are reading Bible for me today. Abi Remy, I lie. So somebody will now say, Daddy Freeze, what has Remy brought to the table? There's something that there's value that she's bringing. It doesn't have to be money. It doesn't have to be benching. There's something. Sometimes it is just time. Look at Belinda, for instance. Anytime I need law, I have a law-related problem. I don't run, go meet Belinda. Anytime I have aviation-related problem. I don't run, go meet Jiga. So in life, one of your biggest currency is your value. Now, your value to you is different from your value to me. Me, I like tall, curvy girls.
Is that sound from a fan? Is that a fan making that sound?
For my own side.
I mean, somebody's pounding something.
Not be my side. So I like tall, curvy girls. A short, straight girl with a beautiful face is useless to me. She might be beautiful to Wale, but to me, you cannot determine what I find valuable. You understand? If you left me and my mother-in-law on a Sunday, my mother-in-law will go to church, me, I'll go to the car show. My mother-in-law will wonder, what the hell am I going to do with the car show? And I wonder, what the hell are you going to go and do in church? So when you are coming to offer me value, offer me the value of what I need. So sometimes people tend to overestimate their value because they are using their own eye to judge themselves. I used to have that problem with my ex. My ex woke up in the morning one day and used 6 hours to make ogi. I don't particularly like ogi.
What's that?
Pap. I don't particularly like ogi. I totally do not like the smell of the house when they make ogi there. And that 6 hours where you take make ogi, you feel use and give me 3-0. But then I now wake up and now call you for something. You now say, can't you say I'm tired? I've been working all day. Your work the whole day is of zero value to me. It's not like you get particular food where I like to say now that particular food should they cook. I say, okay, this labor is something that I appreciate. So you are doing work, you are expecting me to appreciate the work when I don't like what you are doing. When was last time I ate ogi? Maybe 5 years ago. I can do 10 years and not eat ogi. And once I chop am once, I don't do okay with that. I don't need chop am again. Ogi is not a staple for me. So Samaria, value is very important. And value is driven by who finds value valuable. There are some people here who are intelligent football analysts, but I don't have a football show. So you are useless to me. Meanwhile, Bongoli is very valuable to... Bongoli is one person that came to Nigeria and I saw. I invited Bongoli into that same my small house where Victor Sime come. Bongoli came there. It's just that there was nobody at home. Came at an early time. But I still invited him to my house. We still shot a video together. Why? Because when I was doing Reno's interview with Honest Bunch, Bongoli sent me some questions to ask. I say, Reno, they here. What would you like me to ask? So we built a friendship over value. And that's why some people say we were day ones, but he made money and he no longer called me. Because the value system has changed and you fail to adapt into the new value system. So
level up.
Yes, and when they say level up, let me give you an example. If me and you they play table tennis, and with you go beat me today, I'll beat you tomorrow, you beat me tomorrow, and I become rich, and I still love the game of table tennis, no matter how poor you are, me and you go see they meet on top of that table tennis. Unless when you now come to that place where we play table tennis and you can't level up. Because all of a sudden, imagine I become governor. My childhood friend that we used to play table tennis on the street. By the time I see that his mentality has not evolved,
You'll be left behind.
You'll be left behind. You understand what I'm telling you? You'll be left behind. There are some people whose mentality cannot evolve. And let me tell you, one of the things they tell you, buy assets. They'll tell you a car, na depreciating asset. House, na appreciating asset. I've made more money from my car than my house.
The battery is drained.
Bye, my darling. I've made more money from my car than my house.
Thank you everyone for your birthday wishes.
Because when I arrive somewhere in my car, you know it is me. You understand what I'm telling you? So you need to be able to evolve away from pedestrian mindsets. You know what a pedestrian mindset is? You need to understand that Donald Trump does not think of car and house. If you want to talk to Donald Trump, you are not going... What he's looking for in life and what you are looking for is not... Donald Trump has solved the 3 basic problems of human existence: food, clothing, and shelter. If you have not solved those problems, you cannot be friends. So sometimes when you want to be friends with somebody who is higher than you, you have to think like them. I was talking to somebody over the weekend. He said, when I first see a man, there are 3 things I look at: his watch, his belt, and his shoes. Your watch? I was wearing my chopard, and I felt good because going to see him, I was thinking, what do I wear? Which of my watches? I don't want to go there and be too loud. Like when I was going for Davido's wedding, it was my daughter that chose my watch. So you're going for Davido's wedding. Wear this your Cartier with diamonds. That's my Cartier that my livelihood did for me. So I wore it on a leather strap. She said, nope, wear it on that diamond strap. I said, are you sure? Won't it be too loud? She said, no. You are going to David. This is what you should wear there. When I was going for Obi Kubana's birthday, it was a more mature theme. My wife said, I hate suit. Suit is one of the clothes where I hate past for my life. When I went to Petey's birthday, PT, what should I wear? Suit. I always try to make my suit look, because I don't like to just look like, I don't like suit at all. So me and Davido now took a picture at PT's birthday. People were now yapping me online. They were saying, Daddy Freeze, you look like a waiter that came to wait Davido's table and then you took picture. It made me dislike suit where I no like even more. Because in all honesty, what makes me different from the waiter? Somebody said that sounds shallow. It is the benching that they are benching your mother that is not deep, that is sounding shallow to you. Kò kanlẹ̀. Sorry, come on, fún yàn. Sorry, Remy, don't be angry. Come on, fún yàn ní Gbolahan. Gbolahan yẹn kó máa kan cervix ní kò ní. Kó máa kan kò ní. But ìtàn fún ya ẹ, ó shallow. Ó kékeré. Torí ẹ̀ lórí ẹ̀ ò ṣe pé, what sounds shallow? What sounds shallow? So I come to meet you. You think I don't look? I was still discussing with one of my friends today that is a pastor. He said, if I see you where, I swear to God, no matter what value, if I see a fake watch on you, that's the end. We can never be friends. Because I know you are a fake somebody. For me, Timbari fake, I go nowhere. Unless, like, let me give you an example now. PT goes to buy a fake watch of the one he already has because he wants to go somewhere that is not safe. So he already has the original. He now bought the fake of it just as a decoy. I can understand that. But your salary is 200,000 naira a month and you are wearing Patek. The house you are living in cannot buy that Patek. If they use every member of your family to do Ogunwo, it cannot bring Patek money. So I also look at people's watches. I might not look at shoes and belt, but I will look at your watch. And if I see that you're wearing a fake watch, there is nothing that wants to come out of your mouth that can ever make sense to me. I will see you as a fake person. And I'm always right. See, I've entered business deals with people, and those businesses were messed up simply because the people were selfish and wicked and exploitative. There's one guy that he has been managing some of my pages for the last 5 years. The day I met this guy, he was driving Uber Corolla. He came and met me, we had a meeting. He said, Baba, let me manage you. That time I was doing well. I was like, no need. My wife was the one that said, look, allow this guy. Baba, money where I don't make from that guy's hand. This guy has never cheated me before. You understand? Even if my money is not complete, will show me that, look, the reason why your money is not complete is because they did not send it complete. But I've written to them and you will get it. You understand what I'm saying? The first 2-3 months, you go feel like say they want thief your money. But when you don't, they do something 3-4 years, your mind go there at rest.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, you get people where you go work with, they will frustrate your life. One guy that built my wife's website. My wife listed her courses. You know how much money they spend to link it to account so that when they go online and buy the courses, online courses, if follow why she know they do online courses again, she just open the culinary school physical. People were paying for courses. The money was coming in. The people were showing the receipt. The guy was not reflecting the money. And my wife was doing the work. And my wife was doing the work. So my wife is doing the work. The money is coming in. The wife will say, okay, in the account there's $600. And the guy will say it is a mistake. That was really in the account is $38. And inside that, what could have been a business system that evolved died because somebody was not trustworthy. My own, now one pastor I do am with, I still talk this story. I did talk this story regularly. What happened? The guy were negotiating for work. The guy came to me and said he wants me to be the voice for some toothpaste company. So he has an idea. Every day they will do voiceovers and we'll play it on the radio and he will syndicate it across the country. I said, okay, no problem. I said, I will charge you 35,000 naira per episode. The guy said, no, that's too much money. We shall went back and forth. And eventually we ended around 27,000 naira per episode. All right, good. Then the guy, I told the guy showed me how he was billing them. I told them, bill them well. He said, no, that because he's looking at making money from the syndicate. He doesn't want to. So I was walking away with 25,000 naira a day. But guess what? 25,000 naira a day is still a lot of money. 25,000 naira in 5 days is 125,000 times 4. 125,000 times 4.
That's 500K.
That's 500K a month. At this time, my salary on the radio was 40K a month. So I just landed myself a gig.
400%.
That gave me, I was happy. I can't go buy brand new car for my ex-wife that time. Because money day now. The car na 3.5 million. I say, last 5 months. Baba, I go collect loan. Say, I go pay him. Baba, first of all, inside that 500K, he will come and meet me and say, they only approved. How can they only approve? Didn't you give them a bill, you thief? How can they only approve 350K for me? So Yahweh in about to sign. Sha ni document ni. They only approve. Okay, give me the 350K. How much will I give him inside? Baba, I've given you inside already. Now I make 500K. Normally I'm supposed to collect 750K. So you've cut it down to 500K. Because you've taken. You've now cut it down to 350K. Giving me a stupid lie. You this bastard pastor. Giving me a stupid lie. That they've taken away. They don't pay the money complete. Now inside that 300, you want to eat again. Are you not a thief? Baba, now so you go come give me 300,000. Collect the 50,000 on top. Now think of how much my money from my original money was 35,000 a week, a day. So this is my original money. 35,000 times 5. 175,000.
Make it 250 off of you.
Thank you. Times 4. 700,000. You are paying me. You first cut out 200K. Then you cut out 150K. Then you still cut out 50K. So you have cut out 400,000. You are making more money from me than I'm making from myself. Okay, give me the 300,000. I had to pay my rent this week. You know what? Come back on Friday. I will give you the. So, Baba, first month 300,000, he hold. Second month 300,000, he hold. Third month 300,000, he hold. It turned on to 1.2 million. One day I go shewiri for him for an office. Say, Baba, what is this? Okay, you know what? Your money is 1.2 million. I have 1 million now. Will you take it? Is that you wait or I give you 1 million naira now? I said, I'm looking at this guy like this.
What's his role in this whole thing?
He was the guy that brought the job.
Okay.
So in 3 months at 700,000, I was supposed to be making 2.1 million. So in 3 months, I'm making 900,000. Sorry, not 1.2 million, 900,000. My initial money that I built him was 2.1 million. Okay, pay me the 900,000. You still want to cut inside again. A deal that was looking so sweet and juicy for me. All of a sudden, you don't spoil them for my hand. Okay, that 300,000, they pay me, not hungry pay me. And you know what? It's better I give you in bulk. Okay, instead of giving me in bulk, instead of 1.2 million, you are giving me 1 million. So now this went on. I was doing the work. Then one day he called me and said, do you know I'm working for you? That you are the highest paid on this thing. Because I don't want to lose the revenue completely. I was Heartbroken, but I shall collect the money. No, because the money, 300k a month, is 4 times my salary. Or 7 times my salary. So, okay, just bring the money. Then after season 2, we did 2 seasons. That's 13 weeks. Season 1, 13 weeks, season 2. Sorry, we did 3 seasons. Before he now started season 4, he now called me and said, McLean's have called him and they said they don't want me again. I don't go mention the brand.
Oh dear.
It's okay.
Anyway, I did the work. They should come and talk. That they called him and said they don't need me again. That they don't like me, that they like somebody else. And I said, why, sir? He now said, yeah, you know what, that's, you know, you're also too expensive and that. He has somebody else. He don't go find another person with good. After he don't cheat me from my 35,000 an episode, he don't cut down to like 15,000 an episode. He still not do him. He dey look for who go do him 5,000 an episode. Meanwhile, the bill is 35,000. So we are looking for how you will make 30,000 and the person will make 5,000. Are you not? This, I swear, if I see this guy, I feel slap him. The mood where I did, if I say on this night, I tear and slap. More they go police. So the guy now told me that they didn't want me again. Blah 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 blah. That I'm too expensive and they don't like my voice. I know, say nothing for this life. You cannot tell me you don't like my voice. I work on the radio.
You have done 3 seasons.
He now put in some. He said I should not bother to call them that because they are very unhappy with me right now.
Manipulation.
That I should just leave them. I said no problem, sir. As he cut the call, now I called them straight. I said, what happened? He said, well, the guy was the one that told them that he cannot work with me because I'm very difficult. I'm very difficult because every 3 months I go and ask you to pay me my money that you're supposed to be paying me weekly. I'm difficult. That's what makes me difficult because I went to your office to throw a tantrum because for 4 months you did not pay me and you are being paid. That's what makes me difficult.
Living on your back.
And then now you don't even want me to. So he now said that, well, it was the guy that recommended them. I said, no problem. Now here's the deal, yeah. Because I knew they now wanted to take all the previous episodes to go and syndicate. I say, if I hear, tomorrow morning, an episode is supposed to run. If I hear my voice along with your brand on any radio station, I'm going to sue you in a way that you people have never ever seen in your lives. The manager of the company was like, no, what are you talking about? I said, just let me wake up tomorrow and hear my voice on the radio. Talking about your brand. Waiting una go see, una never see him before. Just, Shebi, tomorrow morning, the program is scheduled to go at 10 o'clock, Abi. Shebi, I will wake up tomorrow morning, I will on my radio, and 10 o'clock, I will hear my voice, and people just know. As I drop phone now, they go meet my lawyer. Prepare for me. I'm going to drag you people if in any way that is possible. Now, so they call him. Say, wait till he tell. So be like, say, they call and come put heat for him, but he ain't gonna call me. Say, why did you call them? Why did you call them? I say, you are a lunatic. You are a fraud.